Welcome to the Play Some Video Games podcast. It's your boy, Dat Ninja Dev, joined as always by Donnie Eat the Hype Reese, the Jamiroquai of podcasts, Mr. Delvin Cox,
Goddamn
and
right.
our very own Platinum Princess herself, Miss Haley, who's very excited for Astrobot. How are we all doing this evening?
Doing good. Doing good. I have a question for my friend, my brother, Devin Tice. How you feel, brother?
I'm all right. I'm chilling.
That's not my question. My question is this. Because I've been in a very good mood today. Why are you laughing? I want to ask you a question. You're laughing already, making me laugh. How do you feel about white reggae artists? That's a real question.
Ooh,
See?
What a start. What a start.
it just, it takes me back to the 90s and snow, It's like,
See, that's what I asked the question because
that's what that is. That's what's singing that former.
That happened to me today because you know the Russell Coffee Kingston, right?
Yeah.
Do you remember when he was Jamaican back in the day?
Yes, I do recall that.
Do you remember his old theme song?
Hey.
SOS.
Hey, it was good acting.
It was. I thought he was Jamaican for
like
real.
he said.
Do you remember his old theme song?
That I don't know. No.
Donnie, you remember his old theme song?
I do.
Did you know that theme song, that reggae-inspired theme song, was sung by a whole white man?
So is it like UB40 or something?
No, I can't remember the guy's name. I'm like, oh, this shit's not slapping. Then I looked up like, who sings? I want to test some more of that music. I'm like, this is a whole ass white man.
And then you immediately change your mind. You're like, never mind. I hate this song.
I can't do that.
No, we respect it. It's just like, damn, okay.
It's just shocking. Like
is.
Like the song Red Red Wine that I for years thought it was a black reggae group. I'm like, UB40 is a bunch of white guys. This is not.
What the shit?
Music sees no color.
Yeah, it's jarring to me.
It is. The music may not see color, but it definitely has a colored sound. There's a certain sound, and you're like, holy shit, who is that? That's a black person? Like Hootie and the Blowfish. When you see he's black, you're like, whoa.
Yeah.
That's Hootie? Really?
I don't think I would ever know because I only ever knew Hootie, but I've definitely had those moments. Yeah. I've seen a few bands. I saw St. Paul and the Broken Bones once. I heard them before I saw them. And the damn blues band is up there on stage just getting at this festival. I 100% expected to turn around and see a whole group of black folks. And no, it looked like Dexter's Laboratory up there. I was like, what the fuck? Look at the band. You'll understand what I'm saying.
Yeah. It's just fascinating how that works. I guess it's because music like inspires people. So you kind of forget that, like, we're at this time where a lot of hip hop and reggae was inspired by black artists and white artists saying, we're going to do the same thing. That's who we used to listen to. So when you see it, like, oh, that's interesting, but it makes sense.
Yeah. I'll still never get over Snow being white. That was just, what the fuck?
Yeah, that floored me.
Yeah. White reggae artists will always be shocking. I don't care what anybody says. It's just weird.
It's jarring.
It's very jarring.
Like white guys with like dreads.
Yeah, that's just wrong.
It's a little weird.
It's just wrong.
If you're not like a Viking dude, I'm like, oh, it's a little weird.
Yeah.
When they got the hat. like, what is going on?
Like the beanie?
Yeah, like the beanie, the hair sticking out of it. And they try to sell me weed. Like, what's going on, bro?
You just look out of place.
So when you say like white people with dreads, I don't even think like reggae or anything. I think of like metal, like alternative metal and stuff. That
Also,
dreadlocks very popular amongst white people into that brand of music.
That is a good point.
Are we sure they're trying to sell you weed and not $40 oregano?
Well, I'm not buying either one of them. It wouldn't even matter.
Yeah, absolutely not.
It'll be the same answer for either one. You won't get that bullshit out of my face.
What a way to start the show.
Oh, yeah. What are you drinking, Delvin?
Oh, butterbeer from Harry Potter.
Well, I think butterbeer is kind of self-explanatory to anybody who knows Harry Potter.
Well,
what
most
the
I didn't
fuck
expect
that
Dev
is.
to know what Harry Potter is.
They don't all know what butterbeer is. Some of us do. It was dope. Like,
It's non-alcoholic.
what the fuck is that?
Butterscotch beer.
Yeah,
The root beer?
it's just
No.
like sweet cream soda. It's
Cream soda?
It's, closer to
It's
cream
very
soda
close
than
to
anything.
cream
It's
soda.
cream soda. It's cream soda. They put a Harry Potter logo on the fucking front of it.
Yeah, it's
It's
the
okay.
same thing as like the Fallout soda that they call
Oh my
Nuka
goodness.
Cola. Yeah,
Yes.
that's
It tastes a lot sweeter than cream soda.
Yeah,
It's
it
like
does.
butterscotch.
Yeah,
Way
very
sweet.
yes, because
like
if
some
you
Big
read
Red?
the ingredients, there's actual butter in it.
It's like Big Red.
Um,
There you go.
Big Red. No.
kind of like Big Red, a little bit.
Yeah.
Kind of like Big Red.
Big Red tastes like candy.
It does.
Yeah.
It does. But this tastes. No, I feel like they taste.
This tastes literally like you're drinking butterscotch.
like you're having a Werther's original beverage.
Ew. Like schnapps?
No, not like
No,
No,
schnapps.
not like
No, no,
schnapps.
Not like
no,
schnapps.
Like an actual
Like
like
Kahlua?
Dev said, like Werther's original.
Stop thinking alcohol.
Yeah,
Yes, you're
It doesn't
thinking,
work.
Can't because you keep saying beer and you're holding up a bottle. like, like
It's
Yeah.
not. There's nothing
I'm
alcoholic.
trying to be
about this
alcohol and I'll
anyway,
stop
it's
thinking
shape, or form.
alcohol.
this is more soda than alcohol because it's
It's
not
soda.
alcoholic. It's soda.
It's just soda.
So like Big Red.
John 32 says, think of hot chocolate but butterscotch. What the fuck did that
No.
even mean?
No.
yeah, no, I don't think that's a good
I mean, you
comparison.
This
can
all
get
John.
sounds
them
terrible.
You can get them warm at the park, but it's better
Yeah.
cold.
Here comes Dev to enlighten us on the uppity white lifestyle. Like, no,
Well, I used to work.
it's
for
not
Universal.
like it's. Come on, it's not.
It's
I used
really
to
good.
work for Universal, so I've been to the park and I've had both. So
Tell us about your
Yeah.
pumpkin spice, Dev.
oh man, I had a terrible one the other day. It was fucking pissed me off.
You're getting pumpkin spice now? There's pumpkin spice
Fuck
out there?
yeah!
Pumpkin
We started
spice
it
has
out
been
here.
on. Pumpkin spice has already been it's been out for like a week and a half. What are you talking
I did
about?
not know
It's
that.
been out
You
for
think I
longer
just
than
go to
that.
stores and be like, yo, bitch, you got a pumpkin spice?
Dev
Let
does.
me get that. Let me get that PSL, cuz.
Dev
Let's
does.
go.
No,
It's
you
pumpkin
got-
spice latte season, baby. Let's go.
I did
Dev's
not
a bad
know
bitch.
Fucking play.
I
I
see.
am. I'm a basic bitch. I'm a basic bitch. Let's be real.
Dev is a bad bitch.
that. Yeah. Well, we got a name for the show.
The-
Dev
it's
saw
the only
the
time-
Dev saw the first leaf. Then got
Yeah.
the hugs, the infinity
No,
scarf.
no.
Dev's
See, now you're
Dev's
not-
gone.
I
Gone.
just do the PSL
Mm-hmm.
until it
Yep.
becomes hoodie
Uh-huh.
season, and then we
Bought
can
him a
get
Stanley
full-
Cup.
Cups.
Yeah.
Whip. Give us your drink order.
I don't think Dev is the one.
It's
to
just
walk
give me
around
a
with
pumpkin
$40
spice latte.
metal
I don't do anything
Yes, you
extra
will.
with it.
Uh-huh.
I just want the pumpkin spice
The
latte.
lecture. Cinnamon.
No,
Cinnamon. Definitely gotta have cinnamon in it.
Nutmeg.
no.
You ain't gotta lie to us.
Nutmeg
It's okay.
and some cinnamon.
It's okay, Dev.
Yeah, it's not hoodie season yet. It's 104 degrees outside.
Yeah,
today.
it's not quite. Not yet.
It's-
Really?
We've had great
It's,
weather this week. We were down in the low 80s.
66 here right now.
It's been
Must
terrible.
be
this
nice.
year.
Yeah, it was
I
like
get the
84 today.
hundreds. Yeah, I'll be in the hundreds for the next 2 or 3 weeks.
It's been raining.
You chose to
every
live
day
there.
here. That is true.
Yeah, I can afford because I can afford to live here and
In
actually
Death
live.
Valley.
You can afford to live anywhere else.
Yeah, you can.
No,
Like you could just leave, but you stay there. You
Yeah,
like
I
it in
choose
Death
to live
Valley.
with the Undertaker.
Yeah, you like
Here
in
we
Death
go,
Valley.
This fucking Death Valley shit.
Hey,
You sons
Yeah.
of bitches.
you white, you've been Affleck.
Not even close.
Yeah.
It is. It is that close.
It is
Yeah.
not.
It's that close.
That close. That close.
Anyway, Haley, how's your week been? What are you playing?
I'm back to work tomorrow after an impromptu week off.
Week
It's
off, she
been-
means suspended.
Yeah.
No,
What'd
I
you do,
mean
man? What'd you
we
do?
don't
Who'd you
we don't
hurt?
work around holidays. So like the last week of August, beginning of September for Labor Day, nobody wants us to do any work. So
You had a whole
Last
Labor
day.
week
A
off?
whole week?
Fuck is this
Basically.
shit.
basically, it is always
Bullshit.
dead for us.
We get
in the last
one
week of
day.
August.
Canada's a whole
Literally.
Labor week.
No.
Week.
Just my specific job has a
Oh,
Labor week.
Your job
You
is just
why?
Do you get paid
Why?
for Labor week?
No, I.
So this just it's not they just
Yes. Yep. This is why I said.
I feel like they pulled a SpongeBob. Like they
Mhm.
they're like, we're closed.
This was the
Oh,
same
Haley,
happened
don't
last-
worry about coming in on Tuesday. We won't be open.
We're open. You
On Wednesday,
passed
my
by
shift
there.
on Wednesday? Nah, we're not gonna be open
We're
on Wednesday either. We're
No.
we're closed next week.
No,
Yeah.
She's like, okay, we'll be back later. Closes the door. They're like, why does she keep coming back?
Yeah, I know, right? No, so last year it was the same thing, and my boss warned us that August was going to be a lot slower this year because a lot of the jobs we did in August last year ran earlier this year due to just the way that businesses run for the other companies that we like contract out to. I basically the last day I worked was Wednesday last week. I had one Circle K in Burlington that took 2 hours, and then I've been off since then. So
Circling all those K's.
yeah. So now I go back and I have 2 Avondales to count tomorrow, which for Delvin and Dev is very familiar because I used to work at Avondale.
No, it's not familiar at all.
It's not familiar at all.
Anyways,
What the fuck's Avondale's?
See?
What is
Thank
that?
you.
Yeah.
they're a convenience store, a local convenience store chain.
Oh, I was
Weird.
thinking like some Pretty Women, like high-end boutique or something. She's like,
No,
I was at a
they're-
gas station. I was at the Corner Mart.
I'm literally going to count 2 corner stores tomorrow. That's
Yeah.
it. Then I have Friday off, and then it's
Bodega.
like a week on.
At the penny
So-
candy?
Yeah. Well, we
Yeah.
don't do penny candy here anymore, but like candy, yes. Penny
Huh.
candy hasn't been a thing since like 2005.
Don't tell me.
2005. Let's go further
Here,
back
it
than
ha-
that.
no, I know, but it hasn't been for sale here
True.
since then. Now it's just like $1, and you get like a bag of like random assortment of candy. So
We don't
That's
even do that
disappointing.
shit no more.
I don't know. Anyways, what I've been playing, just Star Wars Outlaws.
Oh, we
You
all
liking
play
it?
that.
Yeah. I'm on the second. Well, technically, like you can pick any of the 3 in order, but like I'm on
Mhm.
Kajimi. I'm on the Snow Planet.
Okay.
Okay.
I experienced my first game crash today. It was
Oh,
weird.
I have yet to
Uh,
have the game crash on me. I've put in lots of hours.
I've had
So have
happened.
I think my game clock is at like 30 right now. I
Wow.
just left Tashara the other day.
Okay.
I've been exploring, like just knocking off all the little intel stuff on the map.
Mhm.
Um,
Nice.
So really enjoying it. I like how adorable Nyx is. Like just I found one of the treasures, so that, like he started leading me through the map. And that was a fun experience. And then the game crash was like the first story mission on Kajimi. Like not at the beginning of it, like near the end when you have to escape that club or whatnot.
Yeah.
Like I died in the game crash.
Okay.
You know, I'm really enjoying it. I don't want to say a lot really because I don't want to spoil it for people. Because again, like, and this is maybe one of the things that Ubisoft gets a lot of criticism for is that like their story is like non-linear. So like the game doesn't know where you're gonna go. So like a lot of it doesn't interact with each other. And Mirage had the same problem where like you could do each of the arcs after the first one in any order. So
Let me ask you a question.
yeah.
Which factions are you helping more?
I maxed out Crimson Dawn because I really wanted the outfit for that because it looks cool as hell.
Yeah, I'm maxing out them too because you know why.
Yes, Delvin.
Hero.
I don't need an explanation.
I'm not
as
helping
to
that
why
fat
you're
fuck
maxing-
Jabba the Hutt. You can fuck off.
So who's got
Fat
the ladies?
bastard.
Okay, we're gonna help out that faction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The story is effectively making me help out the clan that gets introduced on Kajimi right now,
Ashiga.
Okay.
which is tanking my Crimson Dawn reputation because
Well, they won't be helped out with me.
I'm good with all of them right now. I haven't
Well-
maxed anybody out, but I'm good all of them.
so I had maxed Crimson Dawn out, and then I did like Gorak sent me on a mission. He was like, "I want a peace offering," and I was like, "Okay." So I did that, and then that brought me down to good with Crimson Dawn, and like I was somewhere in bad with the Pikes because maxing out Crimson Dawn essentially was like, "Hey, death squads are after you because you've been screwing over the Pikes."
Yeah, I kind of like
which-
those guys anyway. They can
which-
fuck off.
Fuck the Pikes. They had their time, but
Uh,
like.
you guys got to
um,
play everybody. I'm out here for me. Fuck everybody. You're gonna
I'm
all
out here
give
to
me
get
your
the
shit.
coolest outfits. I gotta look cute if I'm gonna do crime.
I like it.
I don't.
respect
I don't even use those outfits. I like some of the other stuff, like the cosmetic stuff. So I'll use them for their perks. and then just change it to cosmetics because I'm
right
not
now,
repping none of your
I-
clans. Fuck all y'all.
I don't have my favorite part, by the way, is that like the Pike outfit isn't even repping the Pikes. It's just straight up you're wearing an Imperial Guard outfit.
Yeah, I ain't repping no
So
fools.
we're gonna blend in. We're gonna get into these Imperial places like you belong.
Yeah. No, I just thought Crimson Dawn's outfit looks cool. I don't have a lot of clothing items right now. Nyx looks cute right now though. He's got like a little red satchel around his neck. So I'm enjoying it.
Nice.
I gotta say this.
Yeah.
It's funny, but that eating mini game is one of the stupidest shits I've ever
It's
seen in a
so
video game.
fucking dumb. I
It's
meant to
so
talk about
fucking
that
dumb.
last week.
It's
so stupid.
I have done that minigame twice now, and both times I end up messing up because the prompts are like in the food and the timer's invisible, sort of.
You have to hear this, Donnie. This is fucking stupid. They have a mini game where you eat with your fucking pet, and you have to do like prompts, like you're
It's
playing
a quick
fucking-
time event.
like you're playing Until Dawn, but you're eating fucking food. It's so stupid.
Oh, and it's
So-
not just do it once. It's do it like 8 times in a row. Like
Yeah.
It's long.
alternating,
Back and forth.
it's
Nyx eats,
alternating
you
between
eat,
Nyx
Nyx eats,
and you
and-
and Nyx and you. Yeah, it's real dumb.
Sounds like some
It's
Dragon Ball
annoying.
Z shit.
Oh,
It's
by
really
the way,
annoying.
you can turn that off. Did you know that?
Nope.
I will be doing that.
Did you know that you can also turn off the rhythm game for the fucking lockpicking?
I knew that.
I will be doing that too.
I did that
Fuck
shit
that.
right away. I
You
did the
fucking
rhythm.
losers.
I did the rhythm game
Goddamn right.
like once or twice. Then Paul Tassi tweeted that he turned it off, and I was like, "You can turn it off," and he was like, "Yeah, it's
You
like
guys
right
playing
here."
this shit on
settings. And I was
baby
like,
ass baby mode too?
Goddamn right.
What? No,
I
I'm
hate
playing
you
on
all.
normal.
I didn't know
I'm
you could
playing
turn off the lock picking thing, but it's just
Yeah,
annoying.
I knew you could.
No,
you can change
you-
that.
you-
You can change the.
So no, you
the,
can't turn off the lockpicking game. You can turn off the rhythm component.
Yeah, you turn off the rhythm component with the splicing. You can change all of that stuff too to make it all super.
I
simple
turned it to
and
numbers
easy.
just because it's easier for my brain to focus on. But
Yeah, it's all the accessibility stuff. I left it all as is.
Yeah.
It's too many
I
damn
might
mini
start-
games.
Might start
yeah,
changing some
like
settings.
literally everything in that game is a mini game.
The food stuff though, on every planet they have one, and it gives you bonuses for Nyx.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
Yes.
you should do it.
Also, the one that I just did is apparently the best stealth perk in the game. The one with the slugs on the snow planet.
I mean, I
So.
did that one, so yeah. I mean, I'm basically full stealth in this game. You're not.
Well,
gonna see me.
so the perk for this one is that like Nyx can distract multiple enemies at a
Mhm.
time, but the detection area is like lower. So apparently, people are saying that's the best perk for it in the game.
That's the one that I have currently equipped. We're
The,
just gonna
the one that
start
I have
this whole
equipped
game.
for Nyx right now is that he'll kick grenades away from me
That's a
because
good one.
I fuck the stealth in this game. It's not really well done.
Yeah.
It's not really well done at all, but it's not hard.
It's not
Everybody
hard. I
just
just
gets
if
a-
I
Karate chop to the back of the neck. Let's go.
if the mission doesn't say don't get caught, I'm going in guns blazing. Sorry.
I do like the little ability
Terrible.
if you get caught and it's like a little
The
push to
fast
get-
talk ability,
the-
yes.
yes.
Yeah.
You can talk your way out of it and just shoot them in the face. Yeah, like all right, that's
Yeah.
cool.
So like a prompt time will slow down, a prompt will like appear over whoever caught you's head, and you can like talk real fast and then stun them with your gun or shoot at them. It's
Look, man, just don't
an
get caught.
interesting mechanic.
Get good. Don't get caught.
I've played Elden Ring. I don't need to get good. I platinumed Elden Ring. Fuck all y'all.
talking
I
to
don't need to
Delvin.
get good.
I'm talking to Delvin here.
I'm fine with
Stop
it.
getting caught. Stop getting caught.
I like getting
You're
caught.
better than
It's
this.
fun. No, not really. I listen to Jamiroquai. That's it.
Look, Jamiroquai, come on, canned heat.
He is the
Fire.
fucking shit. That white boy can
Canned
dance.
heat. Fire.
I
Woo!
try to dance on the walls. Ever since I saw that video, each time I fall off the wall,
Mhm.
doesn't work. Can't do it.
Yeah, no, not at all. But
Not a real
Jamiroquai,
thing.
I'm good with him. He gets down. He's got fire. SP hot fire, man.
Yes.
All right, so you're playing Star Wars Outlaws. You're enjoying it very much.
Yep.
Delvin, you're also playing that.
Yeah.
Outlaws is going to go on the back burner once Astro comes out on Friday, though. I'll tell you
Nobody, I don't want to hear about that. That's a different show. We're just,
That's this
it's a
show.
different show.
That is this show.
No, that is XP. You can take that Astro to XP.
Yeah, but we're not recording XP until the end of the month, okay?
We're
too
not
damn
recording
bad.
to the,
It's
to
too-
the end
it's
of the
too
year.
bad.
2025. We have a new goddamn president by the time we record.
not recording XP until the 29th.
I don't know about that. We'll see.
Just do it without
Allegedly.
Delvin.
Allegedly.
Don't you pull that we'll see.
I keep trying to tell them do it out, but they're like, no, we need you. Like, no, you don't.
Yes.
You need Barrett
I was
and
gonna say,
John
get
and
Barrett.
Stingray. Like, we have the XP cruises, none of y'all.
That's true.
We need them. They're over here damn talking about code names and studio heads and dev so-and-so and
There's the worth people like that.
But that's not the PSVG way. Okay.
No.
That's not place. Come on. There's other shows for that.
Yes.
We need shenanigans.
Exactly. Facts. Yeah, Star Wars Outlaw is pretty good. I like it so far.
Yeah.
But we already talked about that. I'm playing. Look at that.
the fuck is that, a raccoon?
Kelly has a pet raccoon.
Do you have a fucking bobcat? Like, what is that?
Yeah.
What in the Canada just happened?
Yeah.
That is my 23-year-old cat.
Oof.
Goddamn raccoon. That's a rocket.
Right?
He looks it.
He tried to climb underneath my chair, so I had to move him.
Wow.
No respond after that.
How do you recover after that?
Yeah. Well, I'm playing the casting of Frank Stone.
I'm sorry.
And it's what I expected. It's a super massive game with a code of Dead by Daylight over it. Same formula. It's like they got a bag full of money from the Dead by Daylight people and like, hey, make us one of those games y'all make for real cheap. Just put our stuff over. Like, say less, homie. We'll delay our game a year and we'll just put this one out. And that's essentially what it is. It's fun so far. I'm liking it. The story's interesting. I will say honestly, Donnie, I don't think this is for you because this doesn't do anything new to the formula. It's the same type of game. It's nothing different. There's little hints of Dead by Daylight stuff in the game that's cool. I think the bad guys from Dead by Daylight and the story so far, I'm still early in the story. I think I'm like 2-3 hours in. It's interesting. I like where it's going so far because the whole story, I don't want to spoil it for people, but it's essentially there's this killer who disappears a long time ago, and the story's set in the two time periods, like I want to say it's the 70s and then modern era. And the decisions you make in the 70s affect what happens in the modern era. So it's kind of interesting how that goes. Like, you know, it's a super massive game. So if you play one super massive game,
disappointment.
if you play one super massive game, you pretty much played most of them. So if you've been wanting that kind of horror itch kind of feel, there's a strong 7.5 because that's what they're gonna give you.
Strong.
Yeah, nothing more, nothing less. That's what it is.
That sounds like a 6.5.
Yeah, I was gonna say, from what I've heard, it's buggy.
Good.
Well, that's every supermassive game.
Well, yes,
Super massive disappointment.
You don't play these when they first come out, unless you're me.
Or me, because I played the Quarry when it launched.
Yeah. The character models look rough in some parts
that's
of
a
it.
game that I pissed Donnie off because everybody lived.
Oh, that's how I play. That's literally how I play. I try to make people live. And then you
Well,
go
that's
back
why
and
you like
kill
that
off
one.
everybody.
Damn
Nice
easy
guy
mode.
Delvin.
Yeah, try to save them all. Don't save them. They don't want to be saved. But I will say this. The beginning section, I really enjoyed because it was like a real tense story. And I don't want to spoil it, but I really liked how the story went and how my character did in that beginning section. Because usually...
I'm surprised to learn that Dead by Daylight has like its own original anything lore.
Yeah, they had the first set of characters for Dead by Daylight was like original characters before they got all these licenses. Like the witch, and there's a whole bunch of other characters.
Right, but like the game is just you're at the camp and you have to get away before the guy gets you.
Well,
to fill up
they've
the
expanded that
engine
a
or
lot.
something.
They've expanded that a lot now.
Turn on the generators before Jason gets you.
Pretty much, and watch out.
I'm surprised that like we took that and they were like, we need to tell our own story here. Let's do a narrative game out of this. Like that's a wild.
I mean, each of the killers has their own lore in Dead by Daylight. Like There's like a huge bio on each of them, like when you select them that you can read. But yeah, it's real strange that they're only now deciding, hey, we should detail the making of one of them.
Well, it's kind of like they didn't have the resources to do it. They didn't want to make the game, so they said, hey, let Supermassive do it. Which seems like a common thing now. I'm assuming that Supermassive doing it is probably very
keep hating
inexpensive.
Bloober.
I like Bloober. I like Supermassive.
So I'm saying everybody keep hating Bloober, but not this dev, not Supermassive. How dare you?
Because, like I said, Supermassive just knows his place and doesn't go above it. We are the 7 people.
Role.
We are the 7 people. You want a 9? Don't come here. We are 7.
6.5.
Yeah, I thought 7 was pretty
7 is being nice.
gratuitous.
No,
Like, yeah.
No.
It's a Delvin 7.
No. It's a 7.
Yeah.
7.
It's a Delvin
AKA
7. And
Donnie
you know,
4.5.
likes everything.
I
so
hope.
like, it's really.
I hope that the Destiny mobile game blows the fuck up. Just to
I forgot to put that in the notes.
I mean,
Put it in the notes.
It's not gonna make me care at all. It can be big. So what?
No, it just blows up.
I hope so too.
You know what?
Just for
we're
Daniel,
not doing regular Destiny no more. We're just doing the mobile game.
I mean, that's okay too.
Well, yeah.
You gotta do what they gotta do. I'll always have my memories.
Look at D Life. Like he just popped up like fucking Jack.
I know he just popped out of nowhere. Like, they're talking mobile. Like,
yeah, you mentioned the mobile game, and there's D Life right away.
He just pops up.
You rang?
Yeah. God damn
it. Donnie, what the hell you been up to, man?
Nothing, man. Just working, playing games.
Yeah. What are you playing?
Yeah. Metal Gear. I played through Metal Gear this past week, Metal Gear Solid. And then I am very much enjoying the Lord of the Rings, the Rings of Power.
I was going to ask you
Amazon, Season 2. And so that got me really wanting to play Lord of the Rings stuff. So I downloaded Lego Lord of the Rings and Shadow of Mordor. And I've been playing those on the Ally.
Okay.
And yeah, that's pretty much it. Just enjoying the show.
Watching TV shows.
Did you play
this one?
This
one I am watching. I'm watching a lot of it. I already watched all 3 episodes. I have to wait now for more episodes to be released.
Is it good?
I love it. Yeah, I love it a lot. I have a really hard time answering the question only because I don't know how much of a source I can be to like say it's good or bad. I
generally think it was good. We asked you if you liked it. That's
I like it a lot.
I don't care.
I like it a lot. Yeah.
See, because I like Lord of the Rings, but I'm not like, I'm not like hardcore into every piece of the lore. But I remember the first original trilogy. I watched the Hobbit trilogy, and like, all right, these are good. I didn't think the Hobbit trilogy was as good as the original. Of course, the Hobbit trilogy, like, it's okay. But I like Lord of the Rings.
A trilogy.
Yeah, that's true.
It's one book.
The Hobbit should have been one movie. Instead, they were like, let's split it into.
That's a lot to put in one movie.
Well, look,
it is. You'd have to cut a lot out. I like what they did with the trilogy.
They made all 3 books one movie for the Lord of the Rings. Each book was a movie. They're just as thick.
I watched the original Hobbit cartoon movie from the 80s.
Oh yeah.
Oh god.
Absolutely. It's great.
Who made it. Yeah, it was great. Was that one of those? Was it Ralph Bakshi?
I don't know who the hell made it. I just remember, the dragon getting shot in the little special space. It was great. It's a great movie. Smog.
Yeah.
Smog.
So, I know that when Rings of Power released, it's been a couple years. Everyone kind of hated it, and I watched it,
really?
and I didn't think it was
they did. That's why
I thought some of the acting in the first season was pretty hard, but outside of that, I definitely enjoyed like exploring a new space of Lord of the Rings that I never knew. I think season 2 is like a production show, and the acting, I think it's much better. Like all of it is much better. Like everything is better than it was. So as somebody who liked season 1 when everybody hated it, I'm loving season 2. And generally, I haven't seen like reviews, but generally I haven't seen I do watch a lot of like Lord of the Rings stuff on YouTube and whatnot. I'm not seeing as many like I hate Rings of Power reviews. Like generally, I'm seeing a lot of people enjoying season 2. I think maybe it's starting to win the folks over. I am by no means like a Tolkien fanatic. I don't speak Elvish, and so I'm just like putting it out there. Like the more I learn about like Lord of the Rings, like the universe and the world of Tolkien, the more I realize I don't know anything about any of it. Like there's so much; it's so dense.
It's very dense.
Yeah.
So I barely know anything, and I think that's why I really enjoy Rings of Power. Is it has given me a lot more. And here's the thing, right or wrong, because I haven't read all the books, so I don't even know if this is even factual. But what I'm learning through the Rings of Power is inspiring me to find out more, and that's leading me down a rabbit hole to like chase down like who was this and what's this context and why was this happening and what was the third age or the second age and what's the map look like at this time. And so I'm learning a lot more about everything, which is adding a lot more value to what I know from the movies. So like I'm learning a lot more about the houses and the lineages and stuff, and like I feel like I'm a dork about it, but I also realize that like when I actually watch like the dorks that make the YouTube videos about this, I know very little. Like I know nothing, but like I'm watching it and I am trying to explain to my wife. I'm like, oh yeah, so like this is like Gimli's relative, and they're like, this is like 1,000 years ago, and this is like you see his son, like that's Gimli's like third grandfather, and like doing all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I'm kind of nerding out about it as much as I can. And
Stingray, how?
Oh, he says he still hadn't seen the trilogy. Yeah.
How?
Because he's 12.
Captain Alex says, I have to say, Donnie, I never finished Metal Gear Solid. I was little when I first played it, and I like it. I think I will go through the collection. I mean, I think Metal Gear, and especially like the mainline games, I think are essential gaming. Everybody owes it to themselves to try it.
Yes.
I tried Metal Gear Solid. It's not for me.
If you're not into stealth and stuff, I get it. But it's still like, as a series, it's like essential. Like you should try it. I think everybody should try it. Metal Gear Solid, for the record, still holds up. What a game. What an amazing game. I think this was like my 4th time beating it. And it's still great. This is my first time beating it in several years. Many years. I haven't played it in some time.
Thing already. Just fucking remake it.
It was right at home too on the Ally. Like it looks great. Like I was just very much enjoying the whole experience. Portable Metal Gear. Who'd have thought?
I like how you can just see the cat off in the corner of my screen.
Ginormous old cat.
Hey, got that cat when I was 5 years old, man. So
that's awesome.
I haven't finished Afterlife yet. No, my wife and I are just we're kind of show hopping. I'm not going to watch that until after Lord of the Rings. I'll have to finish this before I watch anything else.
You know what I've heard is very good? Bad Monkey.
I don't know what that is.
It is an Apple TV original with starring Vince Vaughn.
Oh, okay. I don't have Apple TV, so I can't help you there.
Yeah, me neither.
Speaking of TV, I put an antenna on the roof.
Oh.
What?
I did that this weekend.
Why?
So I could get better channels through my Sling TV app.
You have to have an antenna for that?
Well, no, they have a thing that's built in that I got with my subscription where if you do have an antenna, it'll add it all into your service and you can watch like local channels. And I'm not that far away from Atlanta, right in the tower. There's like 80 channels I can get for free if I just had an antenna. So I paid like some dude that does that to come over and put up an antenna.
Like an antenna like from the 80s?
No, like it's like it'll like blow your mind. Like it's big.
No,
and completely different looking than anything you're thinking about. Nothing that's like on a TV or anything. This shit is like mounted as a permanent fixture to my roof now. Think something more like satellite dish, but it doesn't look anything like a satellite.
I had no clue that was still a thing.
Yeah.
Here's the real question: did this guy try and talk to you about the Pokemon rap?
The what?
About the what?
Pokemon rap.
About the Pokemon rap.
Oh, no, he did not.
No,
he did not.
No antenna.
He did show me a TV website though that you could use to like watch all the sports cable and stuff without paying for it. He was like, "Yeah, if you don't know about this, you can try this."
Pluto, so
no, this is like some hack stuff. This is like some definite. There's some pirate.
Last Stream East.
No,
Pluto's good,
but it was cool. So we plugged it in, and because last week was the first weekend of college football, and I had several games that I had access to via the antenna, but the signal was so weak I couldn't watch it. So I was like, well, I can fix this, and this will be like a, just a long-term option in my cord-cutting war that I continue to lead to not have cable. So yeah, it's working.
Interesting. I had no idea that was still a thing because there's so many free channels. Just
I didn't either.
Roku.
Yeah, like a lot of those are like stream, like there are streaming places that you can pull. These are like legit, like Fox, ABC, like channels, like your actual cable channels. A lot of cable channels are broadcast free over the antenna if you have an antenna to use them.
Madness.
Let me ask the $1 million question. You don't have to tell me how much you paid for it, but how much does the antenna cost to like put on your house? I didn't know this was a thing. Okay.
Yeah, it's worth it.
$100.
I mean, versus cable
plus channels, and it's free every month.
Like if you had like, it's like it'd be like the equivalent of like basic cable. Like I have like the Weather Channel, and Fox and ABC and WSB and like PBS, and there's like 2 or 3 cartoon channel, like basic cable. Like generally, what I think we thought of was like basic cable. Like you can just get for free.
When I used to have
the CW. Since Haley's here and the CW comes through.
I was actually going to mention that when I used to have antenna, we had a channel that would play like Ace Lightning.
Yeah, oldie shows.
Ace Lightning. Anybody know what that is?
No.
Oh,
the fuck is an Ace Lightning?
It is a poorly CGI'd television show about a man with lightning powers that I think was sponsored by Ace Hardware. That I straight up think sponsored by Ace Hardware.
Yeah, it does.
I encourage you to look it up because it's wild. This show.
I'm not.
This show was something. It looked really bad, but like I distinctly remember this.
Yes, but so yeah, Roku does have live TV, like the regular over-the-air stuff.
Yeah,
that's if they have a streaming thing. It's not everything.
Yeah, but it's like Fox, ABC, a lot of that stuff. Huh.
If they have a streaming thing, so like if that's not what's airing like on the channel.
It says it's got over-the-air broadcast.
It's not. If you have an antenna, your Roku TV just pick up over the air on its own. You need an antenna.
Okay.
The TVs don't just come that way. They don't just work like that.
Shit.
Now they do the free stuff. They do have a lot of news and whatnot. Do have like live streams that they run like reruns and stuff on, and a lot of internet services like Pluto and Roku and stuff. They pick those up for free. I pick those up too, but I also pick up 80 other things that aren't there, and those would be the things that are like you could watch the Dallas Cowboys game on because it's a national broadcast game on. Like I can watch that for free. You're not going to be able to do that.
You shouldn't watch the Dallas Cowboys.
Well, the Browns play them, so it's the first game.
Dalvin, I saved you the trouble and just sent you a link.
I looked it up. It looks fucking terrible. Even the description of it is terrible.
40 minutes of just nonsense so far.
That's what we do.
That's the show.
That's what we do.
Yikes.
Yeah.
How about somebody kick Stingray out the chat? Fucking Cowboys fan. Get out of here.
Goddamn 12-year-old. Get out of here.
It's gross.
Go play with your Tonka trucks.
I'm happy to hear that Captain Awesome has joined Metal Gear. What a game.
Yes.
Can't wait till they remake it. I won't play it any other way.
Oh, it's going to be great. I mean, if Metal Gear Solid 3 is any indication, it's going to be amazing. I'm eager to play 4. I made fun of it when we thought the announcement was there, but some time has grown. I'm like, you know what? I haven't played 4 in like 15 years. Like, yeah, let's do that again. I'm sure, like, I got this feeling in the back of my head that we're going to go back to play 4, and I'm like, oh, this isn't as good as maybe I remember it.
Reminder that Kojima had to be told, hey, you can't have a 14-hour-long cutscene.
Well, he
kind of want like a remake of 4 would be nicer.
They should remake that game.
They will. I think that's what they're going to do right now. This is unless the floor falls out. I think that's the plan. They're going to do what Resident Evil's doing. They're like, yeah, we can get a decade of projects and value out of just doing this. Yeah. And then I think the idea is after a decade of doing that, you can probably come to the table with an original idea that isn't from Kojima and have like some acceptance because there'll be a lot of time between those two things.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I think that's the idea.
Lord, I know. Waiting on him, Snake, to finish smoking that cigarette to start the goddamn game. They're just sitting there staring at the screen.
All about that.
Yeah.
I never
Part
finished
of the game. Probably because you're waiting on that screen. Still waiting on him to finish smoking his cigarette.
I was waiting on a high def television because I couldn't. It just looked like shit on my regular TV.
Oh,
like, I can't
the
play this.
GTA 4 problem where you couldn't read the fucking text messages.
Yeah. It was all the same thing. And then I tried to go back to forth. I was like, I don't know what's happening, and I'm not starting this shit over.
I think I bought one of those TVs just because of that. Like I immediately bought one.
That's why I got an HDTV because I was like, I can't read this. This is ridiculous.
Like a cheap one, like a brand smart brand one. Like, oh, here you go. This is HD, but it's just barely there. Like,
it's barely 720p. There's no HDMI port.
Yeah, it's like one HDMI port.
I got some games beat, so my runway is clear for Astro and Space Marine. I played some Infamous today.
Actually, before you get to Infamous, I guess I should point out that I had to message Donnie because we ran into a weird issue that I've never seen before. I tried to download Astro last week and it wouldn't show me Astro. It would show me like Playroom and Rescue Bot VR. So I had to log out of his account and log back in to get it to show me the actual thing. It's weird. I've never seen that. Silent Hill was there, and that's why I was so confused, because like the Silent Hill pre-order was there, but like Astro wasn't showing for me.
I don't know anything about any of that.
I don't know. I got it. It's downloaded and ready to go for Friday morning. So.
I am excited for
maybe
Astro.
There should be an XP show that Delphin isn't on. That Donnie comes on and talk about Astro. That's what.
That'll be this show.
No.
Yeah.
Not here. Anywhere.
I was with.
We don't know what the hell you're saying.
Yep. Nothing.
Yeah, I got nothing there, buddy.
One bar.
What happened there?
Your internet happened. That's
your internet. Yeah, you just dropped all signals.
Fucked up. I don't know what happened, but fuck it.
It's basically saying you don't need to be here for Astrobot. That's
you
what
shall not pass.
Yeah.
Delvin's gonna play Astrobot.
Yeah, I'll play it. I don't need to talk about it.
I mean, it's going to be 1,000 times better than Frank Stone. So
nobody needs to talk about it. It's a game that exists, and that's all we need.
Well, strap in. About to get 3 months of Astrobot.
I won't be here. No. Goddamn Astrobot. All right, enough of our nonsense.
I like if you don't know, it looks like I'm an alcoholic.
We know better.
What? Okay, hold on. Also, how does it look like you're an alcoholic? Drunk. You haven't even finished the first bottle.
Right.
You like what do you mean? Drinker. It looks.
Doesn't it have Harry Potter on the front?
It does. It
does. He's not on the front. It's just like a little cauldron with a witch broom on it. See?
Yeah, nobody thinks you're a drunk. Yeah. Like everybody clearly gets that you're.
I don't even like Harry Potter.
Because if you were a drunk, you would have finished that and been on 2 or 3 by now.
Yeah, I was gonna say like nobody thinks you're an alcoholic. Where did that come from?
He just wants to feel cool. That's what it is.
Yeah, he was just like, what it was is he took a sip and he was like, I like drinking out of bottles. That's cool. This is good stuff.
Feel like a man. Just putting this bottle around my mouth.
Okay.
The manliest thing you can do.
Donnie, news, please.
Yeah, so the title of the show is A Crummy Week of Game News. Because we do have news. It's just kind of all kind of sucks. like generally. Well. 2 weeks after launch, in an unprecedented move, PlayStation has shut down Concord. And I only refer you back to us a week ago. Where I was like, I don't even think they're going to try to save this thing. I think they're just going to unplug it and refund people. Saying that with no actual real belief that was on the table. We've never seen anybody just refund people from a game, right?
Cyberpunk.
But Cyberpunk was different though. Cyberpunk developed.
Yeah, they didn't just.
We saw
they did-
refunds. That's
we
all I'm
did,
saying.
yeah, you're right, but they didn't turn the game off. Like they're like, you can still play if you want. PlayStation's like, we'll pay you to forget that this ever happened. just never mind. Just the Men in Black, just zip.
We're gonna go ahead and
Concord
stop
who?
loss this right now. We're gonna stop loss this. We're gonna turn the servers off. It's not even worth our time.
Yeah. Okay, so we talked about Concord's launch last week. And we had all the reports and stuff that it was pretty bad. Since that podcast, IGN did a story, I think it was the next day, where they said that total sales, consoles included, because there were roughly, it sold, it's like 650 copies on Steam or something like that.
Yeah,
it was only like
really low.
There's only like that many people playing it. Was that sold or playing? I think it was people playing. Right?
697 people were playing.
So they're saying with consoles, IGN reported that the game sales were somewhere around 25,000. That is egregiously low.
Yeah.
I think, PlayStation probably thinks anything they put their logo on will sell, 500,000 copies of something, especially on multi-platform. For this thing to only do not even triple digits, that's crazy low. That's like obscure indie game low. So it was in bad shape. And then PlayStation came out with a blog post yesterday announcing that it would be taking the game offline this Friday and that it would be exploring options that will better reach their players. Anybody that purchased the game will receive a refund immediately. And if you bought a physical copy, you can contact the PlayStation Store for a refund or take it back to where you bought it for a refund, which is going to make anybody that has a copy of that game, it's going to make the value of that game shoot through the roof. Keep it.
It already has.
I bet it has.
$5 on eBay.
I was like, yeah, this is going to be a collector's item. I guess unless they bring it back in some way, and then maybe it'll lose its value if
They're not
launch it.
Anybody who buys a copy of this game for $500 is a goddamn fool.
Hey, I already said that earlier today. I said that in the Discord. Like, if you're spending that much money on a copy of Concord, you're fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Also, remember that this game will have its own episode in the Amazon series. Secret level.
It's probably better off as a TV show than it is as a game.
Yeah. Also, we will explore better options for our players. No, you won't. You're not spending the money to redevelop this. I know you're not.
Yeah, I don't know.
Better options for our players. They didn't say for our players of Concord. They just said for our players.
Yeah.
The blog post had a couple, like if you wanted to try and read really hard, it had a couple words that would give you, like maybe they'll make it free to play. Maybe. I don't know. I find it hard to believe that they would pull something this way and then try to still turn it around. If you wanted to turn it around, you wouldn't have pulled it. You'd let people keep playing and you'd try to turn it around. Them pulling it, I think, is like definitely a sunk cost.
Because if they
turn it off.
If they were going to make it free to play, odds are it would have been next month's PS Plus game. And then they'll be like,
you don't turn the servers off. You keep the community around. You don't cut them out completely.
Well, I was thinking like there was that free to play Smash game, right? They came out, had their thing, they're like, it's a beta, and we turned it off, and then like a year later, they're like, we're back. Like I was like,
multiverse.
Maybe. Yeah,
but that was planned. That was
I know.
thing. This is
I don't think so.
Nobody's playing this. We're not going to keep paying for these servers.
This was my only point last week when I made that, what I thought at the time was a crazy prediction. Like I even told you guys, I was like, I'm going to go out here on a limb with this one. That was my only thought. If the sales were what were reported to be and what we had at the time was maybe a couple thousand on Steam, I was like, here in my mind, I was thinking the console version at least sold like 150,000 copies. Then you hear it's like, oh no, it's way worse than that. I'm like, yeah, for a live service game, it was going to cost more to keep the lights on than off. Mm-hmm. Like they were literally every week of development towards anything, you were just eating further in the hole. Yep. That's the thing about live service, that they're quicker, not always, because this game was in development for a long time, but generally speaking, and I question that, because I'm sure it was like we were working on this for a time and then we rebooted to this and we rebooted that. It's like,
either way,
it eventually
became
long something.
It goes 8 years turned into this. This
sure.
is the results.
This might be the biggest, like, I mean, I think it's hyperbolic to say it, but like the fact that it was pulled might make it historically remembered as like the greatest flop in video gaming, which I know that there's been bigger, right? I'm sure, like, I think the Anthem is probably bigger, but
the
fact that like they literally pulled it, they literally were like, no, we just don't want this to be out there anymore.
I would say this is a bigger flop than even Anthem, because Anthem still sold plenty of copies.
That's true. Yeah, it did sell pretty well.
They were trying to do 2.0 or whatnot.
Yeah, like Anthem had like a pretty big fan campaign, like even directed at EA to be like, hey, like we want you to do your 2.0 or whatever. They ultimately decided not to, but like there were fans like daily tweeting at EA like, hey, when's Anthem 2.0 happening? I don't see that happening for Concord.
I think the point with the service stuff is a lot of people want to create service projects because they think multiplayer will create a mode that people can replay. It's shorter development cycle, it's easier to get out there, but you really underestimate that. But the ones that are successful are because of the support. It's an ever ongoing commitment to support the game. That costs a lot of money. Like when development is done, you're not done. You're still working on the game. You're just working on it while the game exists. That's the only difference. You're just shifting the work, the cost of the game into a different period. It's still the same thing.
Sony was like, it didn't sell anything. There's no point in keeping these lights on. It's not going to grow.
Yeah, it was a cutthroat move, which is, again,
it's smart.
That's what I thought. I was like, if this is truly this bad, I can't see how they don't do this.
Yeah, get it now. Get out now before you sink more money into it. Like it honestly, as sad as it is, it makes sense. And there's just so many of these games. You never know what's gonna hit. And when you see one that only has 25,000 people buying and only 697 people playing it on Steam, the smart move, the fiscally responsible move, and probably even the better move for like the player base, because if you're having problems matchmaking because there's nobody playing, just cut the servers off. Just cut the losses.
Just get out.
Yeah,
while you still can. So they had a big hit with Helldivers. They had a big miss with Concord, and they have, I don't know, a dozen more of these live service things in the works. Isn't that the thing?
Stop. Half of them were canceled.
Have they been canceled?
Cancel all of them.
They were like canceled or pushed back several projects. There's still apparently like 6 in development. I think this makes them go.
Oh, that's right, because they canceled was like Twisted Metal, and I kind of remember those stories now.
Yeah, so we've got Fair Games and whatever the hell Marathon is doing. Marathon. We know for sure coming.
Please,
I hope they both just go away.
There's
just too many.
Like at this point,
I agree with you.
There are reports out there. I don't remember where I saw it, but I saw today that Sony is like confident about Fair Games. No, you can be confident all you like. That game did not look appealing when I saw its first trailer, which was all animated, but like,
but we haven't seen it at all. We just saw a cutscene.
I know.
Yeah,
but even that, it looks like another hero shooter.
It might find a base.
Yeah, I know. Maybe it's amazing.
It's a hero shooter, but there's more to it. There's the heist. There's the heist component. You've got multiple different factions all playing at once. That is a little different. That
it's
might
like Payday.
Pick up a larger player, but
it looks like it's going to be an extraction game.
Yeah, where this one was more like you looked at it and you're like, that should be a single player like game, like what's it called, Guardians of the Galaxy or something. That's what the trailer kind of looks like, but it's this weird hero shoot. Like I still can't wrap my brain around like why is this a shooter? Like it just doesn't seem to make sense.
That 20-second clip of Sean being like, I'm in, when he sees like the intro thing, and then like the guy is falling in slow motion.
Oh, Sean Capri.
And Sean's like, I'm out. Like, it like 20 seconds, dude. That's all it took for Sean to be like, yeah, I'm out.
Yeah,
I was in until I heard multiplayer. Shoot, I was like, nope, never mind.
Yeah, I mean, I went on XP when this game was announced. I felt miscast because like I didn't want to defend it, but I thought the reaction that it was getting, I thought was severe, just based on like how many other. I mean, I'll say it again. I
think it looks cool.
Yeah, I think production wise, like tangibly, when you look and see a video game and you see it in motion, you see the visuals, you hear what's going on. I was like, seems like a well made video game, but they made a game that seemingly, for I'm sure lots of different reasons, a lot of people did not want to play. That's ultimately.
Yeah. I saw a lot of people complaining about the art style, and I do not understand that at all.
Yeah, I don't get the art style complaint. I do understand. Hey,
looks great.
You're launching a
It's a
5v5
bit derivative, but
hero
a lot of
shooter
games are
in a genre where like it's oversaturated already, and you're launching it at $40 when the rest of them are free to play. Like,
that's tough.
Yeah,
it was always a tough sell.
Yep.
So, yeah, and again, this is the second time. You think of Stadia, and now I'm going to think of Concord, of these folks being like, you know what, never mind, my bad, and they're just doing the refund. Versus like, Anthem or Redfall has been like, no, you're stuck with it.
Well, I mean, technically, Redfall did also get a refund because like they refunded everybody who bought the season pass for Redfall.
Yeah, you got the DLC back, but not like the base game.
Yeah,
can you still play the base game?
You still can. Yeah,
that's why there's no refund.
No. There's a refund for the season pass, but not for the
season pass. Yeah, I'm saying
I bought the buyback edition, and I got my credit back.
Yeah.
In other weird, I think this is more weird than crummy, but generally crummy. On the Xbox side of the house, there was some news this week. Essentially, there was a civil war of game journalists and insiders on who had the correct reason why Wukong wasn't on the console. Because I'm not that interested in Wukong, I was even less interested in the story. But I felt haunted by it because you couldn't go a day without seeing it, because every fucking day somebody else would chime in about it, and it kept being dropped into the Discord. I remember like I logged in and I was like, we're still complaining about it? Like, who cares? It's not on the console. Why are we fighting over why? Let's see here.
That's hilarious.
It was claimed that Sony had an exclusivity deal on Wukong by Forbes. And then that report was corroborated by a couple others. And then it was immediately claimed that that was not the case, and that it was for some development reason. And I think at one point I saw on Reddit that somebody was like, it's a memory leak. There's a memory leak, and that's why Wukong is on an Xbox. And then people started to, of course, because this is all the rage right now, everybody, that Series S's fault. That's why Wukong isn't on the console, because Series S sucks. And that started getting torn around for a few days, and then it came back to the exclusive. And they just kept going back and forth with all the different reasons why this game isn't exclusive, or isn't on the console. I don't know where it is today. I don't know what anybody said today, but who cares?
Today, Eurogamer was like, "Hey, there's an exclusivity thing." And
See,
it's like,
oh my god, this is nonsense. To me, this is like very much like, look, the game isn't on the console. That's the problem. What are we doing to fix that? It's not on the console. What is Xbox response to that? Which they've given their report.
Sony would just say, "Yeah, there's an exclusivity deal for this amount of time."
So I said this.
The logos for Xbox.
We talked about this when this game was like in development. So this is some time ago. I would say like a year ago, maybe like half a year ago. I said, I think it was Kyle. We were talking about this being marked as exclusive, and I always said Sony could have help fund development. That happens all the time.
Yeah.
Like literally, companies will give other companies money just to put the game on their platform. They'll pay for the port work. They'll pay for the development. It very well could just be an incubation project that Sony put some seed money into. They're like, hey, it's like, that doesn't have to be an exclusive marketing agreement. Maybe it wasn't that much money, or maybe Sony just knew that they weren't going to make an Xbox version because there wasn't one in development. So they're like, here's some money. It's not, you don't have to pay for exclusive. It's already exclusive, Right. My take on this has been, I think the simplest answer is probably true. It's a Chinese developer focused very much on building this game for their region and the Far East, right? They're making it available everywhere. Look where they are, and look where their players are, and look where it is here. The PlayStation is by far and away the leading platform. They're going to make it there first. And if I recall, the game didn't like particularly run like super well, like right out of the gate, right? People are hoping that it gets updates and stuff. So like maybe the console version even needs more work. They're not going to spend all their time trying to optimize for a console they're going to sell 2% of the copies on, And I hate to say that, but that's the truth. And if anybody has a problem with that, you should take that up to Xbox. It's their job to make sure their console is in a place that people want to develop for. And if they don't, then Xbox needs to pay for that development. That's what people do to establish a system. When I'm sure Nintendo right now, as they prepare to launch their new Switch, I'm sure they're handing out a lot of checks to folks to make sure that their games are there. Because that's how that works. We saw that, and we've seen this proven. We saw it proven in the Activision trial. You know, the folks to come through and like, hey, here's $800,000. I need you to make sure your game is here by this date. That happens all the time.
Yeah.
So Xbox didn't do it for Wukong, and Wukong isn't there.
Yeah. It's what it is.
It is what it is. Like this whole my sources with like I was like we're literally arguing on which insider is right instead of the fact that the game just isn't there. Like argue about that. Right. This kept going, not necessarily with Wukong, but other people jumped on.
Oh yeah.
So there's this game that I just found out about. Inotria, some Souls game.
It's a Souls game based on Italian folklore.
Yeah, some Souls game is being made, and then they jumped on to Twitter to publicly proclaim that they delayed their game indefinitely on Xbox. I think this is actually probably likely some ingenious marketing because I never knew what this game was. I don't think anybody else did. I think a lot of people do today.
The game existed,
right? And now a lot of people do because of this. So they threw their hat right in the middle of the console war, and they exclaimed that they can't get their game through Microsoft because Microsoft's been unresponsive for months, according to this developer. And they put it on blast on Twitter and everything, public statement, which is hilarious because like within hours, I guarantee you Phil Spencer was like, who? But within hours of this company doing this, Capcom announced that the games that weren't coming to Xbox because of technical hurdles now are. The Capcom Fighting Collection. I thought it was very hilarious. And Notria was like, we're not doing this because Xbox won't call. Capcom was like, we called Xbox. Now we're bringing all of our games over. We fixed that. I was like, this all happened in the same time window. I was like, oh, this is ridiculous. Like, look what we've succumbed to.
And then also, they've now tweeted, hey, Xbox contacted us. We'll get the game via point.
So that was their thing today. They're like, actually, we got in touch with Xbox, and now we're putting the game back on. Now we're gonna start doing it again. It's just a bunch of like she said bullshit
is going on.
I don't know, man. It's like a bunch of nonsense.
I do want to point.
Told you, it's a crummy week of game news. It's like this is not fun.
I do want to point out that there, Skill Up, who I watch frequently, has a weekly news show. He has a news, like I forget what outlet, but is like one of his like team members used to be like an actual journalist at an outlet. His name's Edmund, and he had done a report a couple months ago, speaking to developers about like port work for like each of like the console makers. They didn't end up publishing this, and they didn't name the developer, but they did actually like show like the written quote from the interview there. They have mentioned that they are like, it is well known that all of the companies like Nintendo, Xbox, PlayStation, they're all hard to contact when it comes to like port work. Like if they're just not responsive. So like that part, I maybe believe in like getting a response is hard. The rest of this, I think it's just like marketing.
I mean, I can tell you that I needed to get in contact with ID at Xbox twice, and I was able to get in contact with both of them the same day. So if I can do it, Donnie Ree's not gamer, not game developer. It can't be that fucking hard.
Hey,
like, it really can't be that hard.
I am just telling you what I've read and like seen from like interviews, right? So like,
I would think Xbox would want to be the first to respond to anything because they're the ones who are about bringing all the games to all the players, right?
Yeah, we're gonna reach more people.
Just saying.
It's apparently not them. Maybe they don't like that game. Maybe they played it and they were like, "Dude, fuck this game." Yeah, because that was my take when I saw it. I was like, "Why does anybody care about? Why are we arguing about this game? Who gives a shit? Keep it." I would have died. I would have died if that was the social media response. If they'd done a graphic and everything, and they fucking keep this shit over there.
Like it's cool. Cool.
Bye, Felicia.
Or they just put K. Just put a K up there.
Yeah,
K.
like So they did announce some Game Pass games: Star Trucker, Age of Mythology Retold, Expeditions, a Mud Runner game, which is something that I do want to play. Riders Republic, and Train Sim World 5. All those will be out by the 17th. Most of them are out already. So
I like that Riders Republic is available on 9/11.
Nice.
So,
Where were you on 9/11?
I want to play the Mud Runner game.
Where was I on 9/11? In my grade 1 elementary school class.
Grade 1. Wow.
Yeah.
All right. Until Dawn, the studio that's making Until Dawn, Ballistic Moon, have laid off their staff before the game came out. Like, we got this game coming. Not the whole staff, but most of the staff.
But
a lot
like
of the
half the staff. Half the staff is the report that I saw. Like half the staff are gone before the remake is even out.
Rocksteady had layoffs this week too.
Were they contractors or were they not contractors?
No, Rocksteady's Ballistic Moon. I have no idea. Like that's not in the report. As far as I saw, I didn't see like if it was specified whether they were contract or not. Rocksteady's layoffs are a little scummy though. One of the people that got laid off in the middle of their paternity leave.
Wow.
That's shitty.
Yeah, it's a bummer.
It is
for sure.
Also, sorry. I just gonna say in a rare turn of events, like in the report I read about Rocksteady, it's weird for senior management to acknowledge, "Hey, yeah, this is gonna make our products shittier." Like they literally were like, "This is gonna diminish the quality of our work," because half their QA department was laid off.
Well, yeah, you could also like just pull up a copy of Suicide Squad and be like, "Well,
I don't
can't get worse than this."
It's pretty shitty.
It's like
now,
we stand behind the craftsmanship and the quality of our work. It's like you just all you got to do. I mean, you're just gonna lose that argument because somebody grabs a copy out of their briefcase, sits on the table, and they're like, "Maybe you shouldn't, though." You know, like Jesus. Yeah. Acer announced the Nitro Blaze 7, a 7-inch gaming handheld with a 144 hertz screen. Has the same chip, I believe, as the Ally does. I don't know the chip name, but I think they're generally the same thing.
That's a handheld gaming device. It sounds like a drug.
And it's got all the
Acer things sound like drugs.
It's got all the Acer shit on it. It's got like all the little designs around the sticks and on the back. There's like a big tuft and all that shit. I'm kind of excited. I want to know what the price is. They didn't announce a price. Generally speaking, not always, but generally speaking, Acer is priced very,
cheaply.
I mean, cheaply. The laptop I have right now is from Acer.
I like Acer, by the way. I'm gonna go on the
Acer.
I have several Acer products. I'll stand by.
Anyways, I have a Nitro 5 from Acer.
They make great Chromebooks.
That's their gaming laptop brand, which I regret buying a gaming laptop, but
Yeah, I wouldn't call the Nitro 5 a gaming laptop. I understand that they did.
Yeah, they lied to me, and this GPU has 4 gigs of VRAM on it. It's a 3050 Ti. Anyways,
but these things like the Ally is $800, $550 if you do the base model. The Steam Deck's like $600 or $450 the old ones.
Acer's gonna be $400.
I know, right? Like that. There's a part of me that's like, is it $399? Because if it's $399, like,
oh yeah,
that's pretty appealing if it doesn't shit the bed. Right, if it's like decent, if it's halfway decent, if it can be like the Ally,
it doesn't suddenly turn off your audio.
Well, I'm thinking like if it isn't the claw, like you can't show up like MSI.
It's an Acer product. We have 2 people on this podcast who have Acer products, and they have a lot of technical difficulties. Now your Chromebook is fine.
Yeah,
I'm talking about these 2. I can't even write right.
I was like, my looks good.
The technical difficulty crew. That's what we're going to refer to them as.
And to be clear,
you should have heard him explaining how the program ruined his microphone, and he said he removed it, Dev, and then he said it magically came back.
Mm-hmm.
Trash.
Automatically. This is the power of Acer.
Anyways, casual reminder for anybody who's not aware. Like, I bought this computer last year, and then an update was like, hey, we don't like your webcam, so we're just going to turn off the audio on your computer every time your webcam is connected. To this date, still have to have the audio component of my webcam disabled, or I have no audio on this
The
computer.
Nitro 5, that's the same one I got.
Wow.
That's the type of shit I have to deal with.
Well, I think
This isn't that.
that'll be their version of the gaming handheld coming soon.
Hey, yeah.
Like I said.
Deb
I
was
hate
already
them
like,
for a
we need to
reason.
get you an actual computer. I'm like, yeah, but computer parts are expensive.
Like I said.
Like,
man,
I'm all for that. It's just I don't have the funds.
I switched computers and I now hear the intro to the podcast, and that tells you everything you need to know.
Oh, yeah, actually, speaking of that, I can't hear the music in the intro for any
See?
of our podcasts.
See? I was telling you this. Y'all
Ladies
thought I was
and
going
gentlemen.
crazy.
Like I said, Acer products are trash. Please stop.
This is what I was telling you.
Don't do it.
Genuinely, like, it's so faint, I can't hear the music to our intro.
This is what I was telling you
Like,
guys.
they'll play.
Y'all thought I was
Well, I
crazy.
can't wait for to see
No,
the stories that come out when the handheld
I
drops.
didn't. Yeah, I didn't think you were crazy. You're using an Acer product and it's doing Acer things.
Yes.
My Chromebooks
This is
have
what I've
always
been saying
worked.
for the longest time.
I'd like to
Chromebooks
have
are
a
great.
I'd like to have a moment here to stick up for Acer. I've bought from the Acer recertified store for many years. Never had a problem.
Chromebooks, they don't count.
Hey, Delvin,
You should.
at least you know you're not alone now, buddy. Because
Yes. All these years, they've been talking to me about, oh, you know what the fuck you're talking about. Thank you, Haley.
Delvin,
Finally.
I'd like to point out that you're like,
That's-
I'm amongst people. Look at the company you're amongst, and
Yeah.
just step out and look back. Just reevaluate what you're saying.
Look here.
Is it us the problem?
Mm.
No.
Come on,
The
man.
children are wrong.
Yeah, right.
yeah,
I'm
I
not gonna
know
listen-
what caused it. Like,
I'm not
it
gonna listen
happened-
to Haley and Delvin band together to tell me that I don't know what the tech I'm doing.
No,
I'm not
I
I'm
understand.
saying-
Hey,
for this.
I'm
I'm not
getting
saying
looked
you
at
don't
here.
know. I'm saying
not
Acer
getting
don't know. Acer
I
be
will
selling us a
answer
bag
that.
of fucking magic beans. Here you go. Like, this works.
Get it together. That's
Uh,
hilarious.
No, yeah, I don't know what caused it. It just happened one day. Like, I was able to hear it, and then all of a sudden now, like, the music is so faint. Like, I could turn my headphone volume all the way up, and I still can't hear the audio on our intros.
Won't hear it.
I bet
Acer.
I could fix it.
Probably.
I'm sure we could,
I'm not-
Danny.
I'm sure we
I'm not
could.
using that
Yeah,
cable.
I'm sure that like a driver rollback, a different plug, a different adapter. I'm sure that this is not an Acer problem.
I mean, you probably could.
Listen
I
to
think
them.
it is an Acer problem.
Magically, my whole laptop stopped working. It's like, no, it didn't.
Hey, casual reminder, a guy from Jeff Grubb's Discord
casual
server
reminder?
who helped me fix the audio
That's
issue
the-
on my computer.
Is that her superhero? Like casual
Yes.
reminder? Like it's like a flash.
Yes,
like,
exactly.
Shout
Dun-dun-dun.
out to Breadfish over in Jeff Grubb's Discord
Who?
server for being like,
I don't know what's
that's,
happening.
that's their Discord name. They're the one that helped me figure out the webcam issue. They were
No
just
wonder
like,
your
"Did
shit
you try
doesn't work.
this?"
You're letting folks like breadfish and whatever log into it.
Breadfish.
No, nobody logged in. Nobody touched my stuff. They were like, just like, did you try this? I was like, no. And they were like, try that. And that's how we
Goddamn right,
figured it out.
Breadfish. Shout out to you.
Jesus Christ.
Toast. Cheers to breadfish.
Yeah, so there's an Acer 7 thing. Stay
Yeah,
far away.
Acer's releasing a handheld. So there's another handheld. So we have the Legion Go, the Claw, the Deck, the Ally, the Nitro Blaze 7.
I'm gonna keep it 100 with you.
All this before the Switch 2 happens. I'm not sure if you guys saw the Retroid Pocket news. There's a Retroid
did
Pocket
not.
Mini and a Retroid
saw that.
5 on the way.
I saw that.
So handhelds.
Basically, handhelds are now to do Fortnite.
This is the gaming industry.
Just trying to make
Hey, where's all the shit talk about how the handhelds are holding everything back? Everybody just dunking on the Series S like crazy, kicking its ass, and nobody bears in mind that everybody in the world's making handhelds.
because nobody
not
cares
handhelds.
about the handhelds, and it's so much more fun to dunk on the Series S.
Mm-hmm.
That is a good point.
I mean, honestly,
Is it?
who cares? People don't like PCs as it is. You think they're gonna pay attention to these fucking PC handhelds? Absolutely not.
No,
Let's
no,
dunk
no.
on the S.
Yeah, I
I
still don't
only-
think there's. I still don't think there's. The S has outsold all of these things combined.
That is correct.
Yeah.
That's why they're talking about it. That's why they're
I've
talking
only
about
been
this.
I know.
looking at. I've only
I
been
know.
looking at getting a handheld.
I'm just
because I've
pointing
tried
out
it.
the holding back generations talk. We said it about cross-gen games. Now it's Series S's fault. You know, just wait. It'll be Steam Deck's fault soon. And
I found out it was always Series S's fault.
I've only been looking at getting a handheld because I've been trying to get on the travel team for work because more shifts even in slow season. So,
what
you have a laptop, Haley?
Pardon?
Yeah, gaming laptop.
You have a laptop.
No!
You got a gaming laptop.
No!
Just do that. Well, I hear Asus has another product for you, Haley. You're in luck.
Oh, yeah.
Trade in the Nitro and get the Nitro Blaze.
The largest Steam Deck here, give me a sec. I have Steam open for some reason. The largest Steam Deck here is like $800, I think. The
OLED? Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah, the 1 terabyte Steam Deck is $819.
No, you need the 64 gig.
Yeah,
absolutely fucking not. I play large games.
Hey, beggars can't be choosers.
Look,
okay.
Buy the 64 gig and
then put an SD card in it.
Put an SD card in it.
PCK.
Or if you want to be like me, just buy another little drive and put it in yourself. Install it.
Better than $800.
It's still come out way cheaper.
The 64 gigabyte Steam Deck is $439.
Yeah.
That's half the price.
Buy, that 1 terabyte, buy a couple terabyte drives, or
I could spend an extra $30 before taxes and get 256 gigs.
That'll be full in 2 minutes.
It will be.
I know.
So more handhelds are on the way. Space Marine 2 reviews went live today. Metacritic sitting at 84.
Good.
People seem to like it. Good. I'm very excited. Yasuda just tweeted gameplay of Repop, the Switch version, Lollipop Chainsaw, will be streamed September 5th at 8 p.m. The first time we've seen footage of what the game will actually look like on Switch.
That's good.
What do you mean, oof? It's a PS3 game. It should run fine.
Look, man.
That's debatable. That's debatable.
Okay, you know what? You're not wrong, but I have faith, okay?
I don't.
Switch buzz is growing. Lots of people are tweeting about things they said they may have heard at PAX about a Switch reveal coming at some point. Who knows? But it's like all the talk today. Everybody's writing about it. We didn't talk about this last week because it happened after the podcast, but the PS5 Pro sort of leaked. Dude came out and said, I've seen the box and this is what it looks like. And it showed a model that I presume is maybe slightly taller, slightly wider, but looks very much like the slim revisions that we already have, with the exception of instead of the single slit on the side, it seemingly has 3 either slits or what I think look like fins almost, because like they show like they kind of stick out a little. So like maybe it's leaked ahead of time, and then I would expect that we will see the PS5 Pro shown soon. Somebody on 4chan said that it'll come in digital and a disk drive model, and they were saying $600 and $700 a piece. So $599, $699.
So $1,100 here.
Goodness.
Oh, Canada.
No, if it's because right now it's like $650 here, comes to like $719 after taxes.
Wow.
And that with it being $500 in the States. So.
Sure.
Can't wait for Delvin to buy one and tell me how it is.
I'm not buying that.
I mean, I may or may not get one because GTA, but like it'll be next year after a tax return. So.
Get a tax return. Thank you for the thing. She's like GTA 6.
I mean, I was already getting GTA 6. You knew this.
Don't improve the computer or the mattress or the fan or anything. GTA 6, new console, baby.
Actually, hey! I have a fantastic mattress now. Calm down.
You still got that shitty fan, though, right?
Still got that fan, though.
I do.
Damn thing's a damn biohazard in the room.
Somebody, please get this lady a box.
She's like GTA.
All of our Canadian listeners, please.
GTA. She's like PlayStation 5 Pro.
For anybody who doesn't know what they're talking about, when I turn the fan on after we're done recording, it sounds like an airplane is taking off in my room.
PS5 Pro, though.
One of the many problems Haley has. He doesn't even have water.
Gotta get me that
water.
I drink water. You bought me that Brita filter.
Gotta get the Pro, though.
Lord have mercy. Gotta get that.
Also, I was drinking water before Delvin get it. I was just mixing it with like the Kool-Aid stuff.
Hell, they weren't drinking water.
The sugar.
I think this is great price covering. Xbox
What?
has a $600 Xbox. You know,
I mean,
they came out there 2 terabyte shit, and they're like, "Here's your Xbox. Here's
yeah.
PlayStation." Like, we have a better console for that for the same price.
Yeah.
What is Xbox doing? What are they doing over there?
That's a good question,
Not-
Dev.
Just chilling.
Not paying attention because apparently Phil Spencer just went on like an interview
Not
and was like,
trying.
"Yeah, I make a lot of mistakes."
Oh,
At least he's honest.
Oh, that's a little out of context, but
It is a little out of context.
he was
It's
talking
just-
about
it's
his
very-
career, and he was like,
Yeah.
"Yeah, I've made a lot of mistakes in my career."
Yeah.
I think he said they pitched to him Guitar Hero, and he was like,
Yeah,
"Yeah,
so yeah.
I don't think that's going to be a thing." And yeah, I could see that. You're sitting in a boardroom, somebody comes in with a damn controller, and they're like, "It's be like $200 to play." A lot of people probably said no.
Yeah, especially based on the fact that peripherals like that always have failed.
And since it came back and relaunched, the answer from the customer base has generally been no. Like, it's not like it's selling super well anymore either. You know,
No,
so
no.
like it was
But
just
he did say
a moment
he
in
did say
time.
that Destiny was also pitched to him, and he said no.
I'm sure it was.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
They have a long-standing relationship with Bungie. Like, of course it was.
Do you remember the review scores for the original Destiny? It
I
was
do.
shit.
Yeah.
Weren't great.
I was there. I was there at launch. We raided together. What are you
We
talking
did.
about?
I
they were.
remember.
Poor Concord.
Yeah.
Never gonna get its chance.
We'll have
Dev
the
and I were
memories.
never gonna play that shit.
Turn it around. That's the news.
That's the news.
All right. That's it.
Yeah.
That's all. Got a scoring update from Rude Days. He says, Donnie and Delvin got Concord not going to PS Plus or free to play right as it's now DEAD.
I
Ed.
deserve extra points, man.
What? Donnie has also earned himself the exclusive Rude Days golf clap for predicting the PlayStation pulling
Like
the plug
CM Punk's
off
bracelet.
Yeah, so you got a little golf clap. Good job, Donnie. Good job.
Thank you. Thank you.
So right now the score was 35 Donnie, 32 Delvin, 29 Devin. But we had an update as Warhammer 4000 Space Marine 2. Me and Donnie got the right over on that. So now it's 36, 32, 30. Closing the gap on Delvin. Probably not catching Donnie. I hate it here. So the over-under right now, these are some weird ones. Over-under 78.5 for Call of Duty Black Ops 6. Modern Warfare 3 received a 56. And the last Treyarch game, Black Ops Cold War, received a 76. So 78.5 for Black Ops 6.
Over.
Donnie, the ball is in your court. Over.
It's got to be better than Cold War. Like, I liked Cold War, but it's not like it's towards the bottom of my favorite campaigns. It's got to be better than that.
Have we seen anything of the campaign at all?
Yes.
Yeah.
They just showed it at Gamescom. There was a huge, like, it wasn't like a one set mission. Like, they were jumping all around.
Yeah, they were jumping around.
We've seen campaign stuff.
They
from-
said all the figureheads, all the historical folks talking about all the, dubious covert ops, government projects and stuff. Like, yeah.
I haven't seen any.
There's just been a lot of excitement and enthusiasm for Call of Duty this year with Black Ops 6. I think, especially coming off of last year's entry, I think this game looks way more up to snuff, up to standards. They've talked about they said they talked to this is the longest in development Call of Duty game ever, like to date. And I think it shows. It looks like they have a shit ton of content. People are real excited about that movement system that they're doing. I haven't played the beta yet. But people seem to really like it.
I saw a clip this weekend of the Omni movement in action in multiplayer. That stuff gave me a headache. Dude, zipping around and turning around like instantly.
I mean, that's how people play Call of Duty. So
yeah,
I know it is. But the Omni movement is made like they must have their
yeah. So I'm going to choose to believe. I think the campaign hits for campaign folks. I think multiplayer hits for multiplayer folks. I think most people are happy. Call of Duty reviews in the 80s.
Yeah, I'm going over.
Delvin?
I'll go over. Screw it.
I'm going under because I'm just counterpicking everybody. Plus, I'd love to see it just be trash. Just cause I like chaos.
Blame Xbox. Damn, the Series S
Series
struck
S did
again.
it again.
Fucking Wukong,
Every single
then
time.
Concord, and now Call of Duty. Damn it, Series S.
They're taking away everything.
Damn, the lunch pill of the gaming industry.
Pretty much.
Fucking the blue collar worker, man. That damn thing just shows up and goes to work, and everybody's hating it.
Yeah, well, somebody's got to get the hate. Might as well be the Series S. Over under 67.5 for NBA 2K25. NBA 2K24 received a 68.
I have no idea that it reviewed that low.
Me
That blows
either.
my mind because I played 2K when it came to Game Pass. I had a lot of fun with 2K last year.
These reviewers need to stop being allowed to review sports games.
I think it
They
just might
shouldn't
be
allowed
that
to
might
do
be where 2K is because it is pretty much probably very samey, right?
Yeah.
I think a lot of the complaints was about like the microtransactions, but I can't imagine
That's
the
been a
gameplay
thing for
being
5
bad.
years
So
now.
I don't understand. Is the gameplay not still great?
No, I think what
It's
we're
the
at
same
is
game.
we're towards the end of the generation. You know, they've still been supporting last gen the whole time too. So there probably just isn't a whole lot of leaps year to year for 2K right now until we move into next consoles.
What does that have to do with the game being good?
Yeah, but because if it's going to be a roster update, people are going to review it poorly.
And that's why I think reviews.
I
are
mean,
stupid.
I do want to point
Yeah.
out. Look how Madden, this year's Madden is.
I don't know. I haven't seen it.
Yeah,
The reviews, I don't think it reviewed well either. But last year's
Yeah.
Madden didn't review. Madden hasn't reviewed well in like 10 years.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah, maybe you're onto something, Dev.
it's just sports games. It's generally like, why are we putting reviews on sports games? Like they all review poorly.
Yep. But they
it needs to
sell
be like a platform
bucket
for like
loads.
every few years, you know.
I agree.
What's the number? 67 and a half?
67 and a half. And they got
Sure,
a
I'll-
68 last year.
I'll take the over.
I'm going under.
I was going to take the over too.
I don't know why, if last year's was a 68, if this would be better than that, because it's probably the same thing. The only thing that gives me hope is, isn't this year the first year that like the next gen version comes to PC? Not like a thing.
I have no
I don't
idea.
know.
So and maybe that helps the numbers a little. Not that anybody reviews games with PC anyways. Like it's just
Not
They gotta get
sports
us to
games.
70.
it's just
70
Not
PlayStation.
sports games.
Yeah, I'm just going on in hopes that like I don't know, there's enough sevens to like bring it up a little. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm just going to go with the under just because why not?
Fair.
All right. Last question. This Thursday, Kansas City or the Ravens?
Well, I hate to take the Ravens, but I will.
I'll pick Kansas City.
Right.
Then.
Yeah, I'll see KC.
Fuck Kansas City. Fuck Patrick Mahomes. I'm going with the Baltimore Ravens.
The Ravens, I think, are going to be really good this year.
They were really good
If they
last
can
year.
find some receivers.
Yeah, that's their biggest problem. They need somebody to catch the damn ball. God, I hate Kansas City. I hope they fumble everything. I hope Patrick Mahomes gets turf toe that lasts all year. Kelsey has a knee injury that keeps him hobbled all year. Like,
Damn.
I'm tired of Kansas City. I'm tired of it.
He gonna break that knee and then Taylor Swift's gonna leave him.
Wow.
That's fine too. I don't care about them.
Why is he going to lose his girl?
I
He
don't
can't
know.
play
I'm
football?
just saying
Damn,
what
Haley.
Dev wants to happen. I'm just saying what Dev
Goodness.
wants to happen.
I mean, I don't need them to lose Taylor Swift. I could care less about them. I just want Kansas City to not be good. That's really what it boils down to. I need them to not be good this year.
Kansas City getting that Taylor Swift boost though.
It's America's team.
Yeah,
No, it's not.
yeah.
It really is at this point. I think the promo
really
that they
is at
had
this
for the
point. Yeah, it
NFL
is.
had Taylor
Dude,
Swift
you know
in it more
Jerry
than
Jones
any
is
other
like
player.
pissed. Jerry Jones is going to be mad as hell. Like, what? Why isn't Taylor Swift a Cowboys fan?
Yeah.
Trash. All right, question time. Free to play Joe says, who shoulders the blame for Concord? It's the Series S. We already told you.
Yeah,
That's a good answer.
I don't know how. Somehow, this is the Series S's fault. I think Concord is the result of. I'm not necessarily going to say just too many live service games. I think what we've done is I think we've just reached equilibrium on the live service things. The casuals that play those things, they found their games. I think there's less and less of them moving to try new things. And then the folks that aren't casual gamers, I think they don't want any more of these games. So we've crossed this horizon, this plane, where I think for a while there, everybody was like, we can be an alternative to Warzone or Fortnite. Like, we can be an option. I think now we've realized that unless you significantly penetrate one of those other games in a viral way like Helldivers did, you're gonna have a hard time existing. Because I don't think people are just gonna. I think for a while there, we migrated to the newest thing. Like, oh, this is the new one, so we'll play that one. Here's the new one, we'll play that one. And I don't think that's the case anymore. I think the juggernauts have solidified their walls. They've put enough content there. The people that have been there, playing there, they're not looking to leave.
And the only one that really stands a chance to penetrate the market now is coming out in December. So,
yeah,
that's Marvel. And
I don't know how much
Marvel Rivals was already out.
No, it had a beta. The actual release is December 6th.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, that's the IP has an opportunity to penetrate.
It's not just the IP though. It's the first one I've seen that's free to play, where the entire roster is free at launch, will remain free, and any heroes added are free afterwards. Sure. Every other one you either have to grind or pay for them at launch.
I'd be interested to see how many people want to play a new one, like and start over and invest in something new.
I mean, based on the beta, it seems like there's a healthy amount of people that were playing it. So, but I think you're right. We've reached this plateau where, like, you just can't add another one, and the people who might play that are already playing all the other games that are actually out. So I just think we're at a point where we're just kind of done. So
I'm sure it's something else. Like I said, you got to penetrate. Something will come along, like a Power World, that breaks through. But even then, like, they're tough sledding now. That was somewhat momentary, like, temporary.
Yeah, so, they also came at a time when there wasn't a bunch of stuff to play.
But I do think after so many misses, you can only have people show back up, and you do the Suicide Squad and you do the Justice League and you do and eventually people are like, dude, not again. I think that's where Concord was. It just happened to be a little too late in the line. Maybe if it had been there sooner, maybe the fate would be different.
Yeah,
maybe.
Because there was a lot of fingers pointed at the hate that this game got on announcement. I don't think that's the reason it failed. It definitely didn't help, but it's not the reason. You got to look at the reason is why did it get the hate? Because people don't want it. It's not just haters. A lot of the haters, there are people out there that are like in bad faith, didn't want it to succeed, but a lot of people just didn't want this game. They just didn't want it.
Again, Sean Capri. Like, he thought it was something else, and as soon as he saw that it wasn't that, I was like, oh, never mind.
You see it in the replies, you see it in the comments, like, people just didn't want that game. And, you can't force people to play a game that they don't want to play.
Yep.
So, bummer.
Yeah.
Ryan says, what side of the bed do you sleep on? Because nobody's sleeping in the middle.
Dude, my wife fucking sleeps in the middle.
I sleep in a single, so like I only have the middle.
There's no middle.
I don't have
just
an edge.
It's just the bed. My wife sleeps in the middle. I have to fight her every night to get into my bed. Just to fight and kick and push her to the other. She sleeps diagonally, like a grilled cheese. Like a grilled cheese. She goes from my corner to her corner. I'm like, where the hell am I supposed to go here?
Wow.
And I get in and I push and she alligator rolls the blankets. So they're like wrapped all around her like a Tootsie Roll. She's twisted in. So I got to fight all of it. And then she wakes up and, of course she's like, what's your problem? I'm like, my problem. The
You have
audacity
rolled
here.
yourself into the middle of the bed like a joint, and I have no covers and nowhere to lay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep. She puts her ankle on my corner and her hand on her corner and sleeps right across the fucking bed.
Appreciate it.
That is hilarious. I always sleep on the right side of the bed. If you're facing it, always facing out from the bed, always the right side.
Okay.
Let me ask you all a question.
Okay.
Bed placement. Do you have it against the wall or in the middle of the room?
I'm not a psychopath, so it's
Wait a
against
minute.
the
Wait,
wall.
hang on. In the middle of the room, as in you can walk 360 around that motherfucker?
No, like against the back wall. Because, some people put their bed in the middle of the room against the wall so you can walk around, as opposed to having it on the side
Like
of the
one
wall.
end is against
Oh, I
the
see what you're saying.
wall.
You mean
mean
like
in a
catty
corner?
cornered. You mean like catty cornered.
So it's in the middle of the wall or in a corner? Is that
Yeah,
what you're
yeah.
In the
asking?
What
middle
he's
of the
saying
wall.
is
Correct.
a passenger and a driver's side. Like you can walk on either side of it.
Correct.
No, I can't.
Yes.
I can't walk on the other side.
Yeah, that's
Mine
what
is-
mine is. Mine is against the wall in the middle. My wife has her side of the room. I have
Yeah.
my side of the room.
That's called adult married people. That's how you roll.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
don't
When
have
I
a bed
when
in the
I
fucking
walk into
corner.
my room, my bed is up against the wall in the corner.
Yeah, that's some teenage
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah.
If I
Hey,
was single,
I have a
that may be
single
the same
bed in a
situation.
room that is not
But
meant for
both my
adults.
kids have their bed the
Don't know
same
what
way.
you want.
So do mine.
And when I was, yeah, like
don't know
I
what
was
you
the
want.
same. Yeah. And you don't do that as a grown up.
Yeah.
I am a grown up. What do you want? from
Are
me?
you though? Are you though?
I don't know.
I mean-
Did you
It's
do like a
allowed.
whole Capri Sun bit last time? You haven't drank water in like 8 years?
That's true.
Yeah.
I drink
You know,
water.
like-
I just put flavor enhancers in it.
That's chill. That's childlike.
Okay. Yeah. She's like, I drink Kool-Aid.
Delvin, where is your bed in the middle or is it in the corner?
in the corner.
He's single.
Yeah, that's true.
That's
That's
why.
some bachelor life.
But either way, I like to sleep near the door just in case somebody comes in. I can Jim Cotter their ass.
Let me tell you something. If you're sleeping near the door and somebody comes in, they're gonna get you before you get them. Like, they're already up and everything. Your ass is asleep in the bed. What are you
Yeah,
talking about?
I can hear when my door opens. I can hear my door. I'm a light sleeper. I can hear when my
you
door
sleep
opens.
with the door closed?
Yes.
Yeah.
I have a cat. I can't do that.
Shit. I had a
Shit,
dog.
Fuck that.
The door is closed.
No,
I have a
Door's
bunch of
closed.
cats and we sleep
if
with the
I
door
close
closed.
that goddamn door, the cat is outside of it scratching all night, keeping
And
me
you
awake.
tell it to shut up.
Then the cat will be
Wow.
outside the house. Tell my
This is the
goddamn.
difference
Cat is
between children
23 years
and
old,
adults.
okay?
Well, they better figure that shit out.
If it's that old, it knows how to live. It's been
It-
around.
it-
It knows,
it knows
what
better.
it's supposed to do.
If you're 23
Wow.
years old, your ass know better. Don't scratch up my
Mhm.
fucking door.
He's a cat. What do you want from him?
No,
To not
absolutely
scratch up
not.
my door
Not
and know
scratch
his
my
role.
door. No. Yes, I close my goddamn door. You will not be.
I mean,
What did God do to
I-
these doors?
in the
What does
winter,
Jesus
I
have
try to
against
close
these
my
doors? Damn.
bless my
very
door.
well.
Hmm.
So y'all go. So Haley sleeps with her door open. You sleep with your door open, honey, like a psychopath.
No, absolutely not.
Door is closed.
So you
I
just hear all
sleep
your
with my
outside-
door closed and my hand cannon on the nightstand next to me like a real American.
All right,
Goddamn
Elon.
right.
All right, Elon.
Goddamn right.
I have no hand cannons. But the door.
I don't have a gun because Canada.
I have one.
I have 3.
Got none.
I don't even think I would be able to get a firearms license if I applied for one.
You
They're
could.
like-
You come down here and get
You'd
it.
be like, how
No
old are
problem.
you? You don't drive? No.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, they put a flagger.
Yep.
You're in
How
a
old
list.
are you? You don't drive.
You're going in the system.
Yeah.
Absolutely
I'm
not.
already in the system. What do you
Absolutely
mean?
not. Get out of here. Absolutely not.
Hilarious.
They're gonna
Ryan
take
also
one look at my
wants to know-
file and it says TISM and ADHD. Yeah, no, you're not
Nope.
getting one. Get out of here.
Give her a water gun. Make her feel all
Well,
right.
then again, if you come to America,
Here's
they
a
probably
super
give you one.
soaker.
They give
Yeah,
you two.
that's what I said. You come down here, we'll take care of you.
They give you two.
We'll send you with like 12 guns.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She starts hand over paper. Like, no. We don't need
No,
that.
we don't need that. What do you need that for?
What is this? Don't do that. Don't do that. Here,
Yeah.
take these guns.
This is a shotgun.
This is how you
It's
use it. This is how
dangerous
you
out-
load it.
It's dangerous to go alone. Take this.
Take
Yes.
this. This is your starter weapon.
A starter weapon. Okay.
Yeah.
What am I working my way up to an RPG?
Yes. We usually
Absolutely.
give this to our children. So,
Oh, cool. Okay.
We put this in your hand out the womb. Here's a
Actually,
shotgun.
wait.
When you're
hold
5,
on.
you get the RPG.
Hold on. I'm putting this out there right now. There is no way Delvin trusts Delvin Jr. with an RPG.
no, I trust. I better trust that motherfucker with a pencil. It's like a weapon. Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. Ain't no way. No.
Ryan wants to know, what's your favorite barbecued meat?
Steak.
That's not barbecued.
Barbecued steak? What?
That's
no.
not barbecued. What are you talking about?
Yeah, that's not barbecue.
Wait a minute, is this Canada? You just mean barbecue as a cook on a grill, like barbecued?
That's what I thought the question meant. Yeah.
No.
Barbecue is a style of cooking. Steak does not count.
Mhm.
My answer would be wings.
Hmm.
I love
like deep ribs.
smoked wings, man.
Mine are hot links.
Yeah, that's
I don't
good.
know. I don't know what this question means then. Like,
Style of cooking.
Yeah. I mean, I guess I have actually, I have smoked a steak, and it is actually delicious. You can do
It's
that.
just not something you do
my-
normally.
It just
my
isn't
dad's-
something you really do.
my dad
If
smoked.
you're going to a
turkey
barbecue,
before.
nobody's giving you a steak.
Yeah, no, steak isn't on the menu at a barbecue.
Yeah.
But I've reverse seared and smoked a steak, and that shit was fire. Not gonna lie.
I don't know. I don't have a balcony, right? So I don't have a
Ribs,
barbecue or
hot
anything
dogs,
like that.
burgers,
A balcony.
chicken of all kind, thighs,
Yeah.
drumsticks, wings, breasts,
I like
rotisserie.
chicken wings. Chicken wings are good.
Smoked wings are,
Fantastic.
yeah, that's good stuff. That's good eating right there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm also fond of the thigh. I love a chicken thigh.
I love
Same here.
thighs.
Yeah.
I love chicken.
Oh, we still talking about
The
food.
drumstick,
Man.
I've fallen off the drumstick in many years. I don't do the drumsticks no more.
I'll still do the drumstick all day. Let's go. Just give me all the fucking chicken. All right, I'm gonna eat it all.
That's fair.
No
I
surprise.
can eat a whole rotisserie chicken to myself.
Yeah.
From
As you
from
should.
Costco, one of those whole rotisserie chickens gone in like 10 minutes.
Wow.
10 minutes. That's
That's a lot.
pretty fast.
Hey man, I like chicken.
Wow. If I would have said
Yeah,
that, I'd have
fine.
a problem.
I didn't hear that. What kind of problem do I have?
Snurts says rubs or sauces.
Whoa.
Both?
Yeah, both. But sauce.
Both.
Uh,
I prefer a sauce. Barbecue
Yeah, if
sauce.
I could have one sauce, but both.
rub.
I'm putting barbecue sauce on everything.
I love it. I love the Carolina
I have,
barbecue sauce, the vinegar
I have the
sauce.
TISM issue
good.
of texture with sauces. So
I
I'll go
love
with
that
the rub.
stuff. I'll put that on anything.
And to round out our food question, ice cream, cake, or cookies? And what's your favorite? And I'm sure Delvin's going to say some shit like waffles.
Pie.
There is
Ice
Costco in Canada.
Why is pie
too,
not
like-
an option?
Yeah, why isn't pie an option?
Because the answer should be pie.
You got to ask Ryan. He said ice cream, cake, or cookies. All right. He didn't say anything about pie.
That's correct.
Then
I'm going with cake then.
ice cream.
Of
Ice cream.
those three, I'm probably going with the cookies.
Ice cream because it's so many options.
Yes.
You have the cookies and cake
milkshakes.
too, but ice cream, like I can have cheesecake, I can have Rocky Road, I can have butter pecan, I can have fudge, like I can
Mint
get
chocolate
really
chip.
different. I mean,
Milkshake.
even not flavors, but I can like
Floats.
incorporate cake into ice. I have birthday
banana
cake.
Yeah,
splits.
you can have an ice cream.
So many
I can have
yeah.
banana pudding ice cream. You know, like there's
Mhm.
Yeah.
I can find an answer with ice cream.
My
If
do that
I-
problem
with
is
cake and
I'm
cookies.
still
I have to
sticking to this barbecue, and I
specify
don't
a
want ice cream
flavor.
by itself. It's got to have something else with it.
You want
So,
to like
I-
pie?
cookies.
Yeah.
I want some peach cobbler is what I really want.
Yeah, like the answer is pie. Pie is better than all these things.
That's not
My
right.
answer, like the problem with cake and cookies, is that I'm
let me guess. You're against that, right?
Ice cream. Ice cream is
You-
fine by itself.
Over pie. Over pie.
Yes. I love ice cream.
Oh my god.
Milkshakes, floats, banana splits.
Ice cream is fine, but like I have to be in the mood for ice cream. I like pie. I like cake. You know.
the reason it would stop me from doing cake or cookies is because I only eat like particular cake or cookies.
Yeah.
So I'm very
Sad part
specific.
is, for Delvin, all of those ice creams were all just vanilla. He wasn't.
No.
even
That's true.
getting any of the
No,
flavors.
not
He was
really.
just he was putting random stuff on top of his vanilla ice cream.
No, I like
Exactly.
strawberry. I like a lot of different ice cream
This nigga
flavors.
said strawberry. He went
Yes.
so bad. Could have said
Strawberry.
like
I love strawberry ice
cookies
cream.
and cream or birthday cake. You just went strawberry.
I love a strawberry ice
Strawberry.
cream.
You like strawberry?
If it's in Neapolitan, sure, but I'm not going to eat strawberry ice cream by itself.
I will.
Neapolitan ice
I
cream.
will.
is good.
Strawberry swirl, strawberry chunks. Oh, it's so
Let me-
good.
Let me say this.
Strawberry cheesecake. but
Strawberry
not by
cheesecake is
itself.
the shit.
Not by itself.
Stop buying Neapolitan ice cream. I see what
No.
you people do with it.
I don't
I
buy
see
that.
all-
I usually buy that as an ice cream sandwich.
Yeah.
I'm
Who's
buying it by
doing
itself.
what with
I do like
Neapolitan
the
ice cream?
Neapolitan sandwich.
Because I
Who's
keep
doing
seeing
what, sir?
every time I go in a house and they find a Neapolitan ice cream, somebody eats out all the vanilla and all the strawberry and just leaves the chocolate there.
Yeah.
No, see, that doesn't happen in my house.
No,
My girls love chocolate. The chocolate goes first. So
Yeah.
I buy the Neapolitan because I'm the strawberry. Nobody eats the strawberry, so I eat the strawberry.
Okay, that makes sense then.
I like Neapolitan because
I do the strawberry and vanilla,
Strawberry are good.
vanilla swirl. Do both
I just
Okay.
get it all. Like I'm not eating
in
eating
one.
it
Oh, that's
by
disgusting.
itself.
That's
just
gross.
He's
What a
the
monster.
terrorist.
Put it all in.
Oh, and it's all melting together. Oh,
Ugh.
What do
what?
you think of ice cream sandwiches?
Hey,
Shit,
Oh.
I'm not
everything
gonna
in, all
lie.
one.
When Delvin said he knows what people were doing, I thought he was referring to something else.
Whoa. I did not think that at all.
You
Not
really
even
did.
a little
Did
bit.
I
I'm
said
sure
I
you
thought
did.
you were referring to something else.
Not this time.
Wow.
I'm not talking about Slippy.
Oh God. Jack wants to know: will you ever let your kids host PSVG podcast for a week only?
Is this our Jack? My Jack?
I don't know. I don't know who put
the
this
fuck-
in there. I didn't put it in there. It just says Jack, so maybe.
Would I let them host? No.
Yeah. Will we let our children host PSVG? Absolutely
No.
not.
No.
No.
My
No, but
daughter,
only because
maybe.
I don't have kids.
You are the kids.
We
You
tried
are
to
the
bring
kid.
Delvin Jr. on. That was
Internet problems. It was his
Hey
father's
man,
internet. He
I
suffered
end up
at the
texting
behest
that
of his
guy.
father's internet.
That was something.
Oh,
I love that
thrifty
that was
black
just his
cherry.
birthday
That's
request. He just wanted to come on.
Yes.
It's a
I
cool
would let
birthday.
my daughter come on the show because she's basically just me. You'd get all the same trash talking as you do now. It just would be a female.
I'd do it with. I would think I would do it with Jack.
Justice for Jack. Let's go.
There you go.
You know what this kid did? He's so fucking absent-minded. My wife ordered salads for everybody.
Oh,
I was late coming home and I had to pick up Victoria. So Jack is here by himself. He gets all the food off the porch. My wife's like, those are forced salads. They're for dinner. Put mine in the refrigerator. You know, this kid, again, all by himself, goes, okay, takes his salad to his room, puts his mom's salad in the fridge, leaves the other salad just sitting on the table
Goddamn right.
for everybody to just come home later. And you question him, like, why didn't you put the other salads in there? He goes, she just told me to do the one.
Yeah.
Like, he's like, I read off the teleprompter. Like, this is, I was
He
told to
followed
do
directions.
this. I just did this.
He followed directions. Can't be mad at him.
No, I can. No, that's the problem. No, I can. Okay, it's called critical thinking. I got home 2 hours later, both our salads. I mean, it's fine. They were fine. I was just
Now
like,
you asked too much.
if it wasn't salad, it may not have been as fine. I was like, did you not even think? He was like, no.
I was not requesting to think.
Just following instructions.
I know this. My son does it all the time.
Yeah, I know. Like, when you're a parent,
know
you
he
just got to get
does.
used to
It's
this.
my daughter's
Because
the
he'll
same.
text
Yeah,
me
when you
about it.
parent, you got to get used to it. I tell my wife all the time, you have to be very specific. I need you to go here, go to this exact spot, turn left, grab these exact things, bring them back to me before you stop and do anything else that comes across. Like,
And they're only
Yeah.
going to bring back half of what you said because they've
100%.
already forgotten most
After,
of
like,
those instructions.
after 20 minutes of trying.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they'll tell you what you said isn't there, too.
Yeah. It's not there.
It's not there.
It's like
I
right
went there,
there.
it's not there.
It's literally right there.
Yeah.
It's right in your face.
It's right in front of you. God forbid you tell me to go get something from somewhere. You're like, you can't find it. You go up there, you pull it out, and it's right in their face. You're just like, how? What is wrong with you? Goddamn children. TPR says, how many seconds do you think you could spin a basketball on Delvin's shiny head?
Fuck
Wow.
you, TPR.
Do you have hair today?
I came
Or
for
you cut
you.
it all
Yes.
off.
It's there.
Oh, well, yeah. We're not spinning nothing on that Brillo pad.
No.
Too much friction. Trying to
Yeah.
start a fire.
Not
I
happening.
couldn't spin a ball on anybody's head.
Yeah. It's not happening. Sorry.
I hope a cat scratches you, TPR. That's what I hope.
That's such a specific way of hoping somebody gets hurt. It's just I just hope a
he's
cat scratches you.
walking down the street one day. Oh, look at the pretty cat. The cat just scratches the fuck out of him. It just walks away.
Wow.
Doesn't even run away. Just walk because he knows he's soft. I ain't scared of you.
Wow. Said you soft, TPR.
SAWFT soft.
Drew wants to know, does Concord push companies to stop chasing the live service ring so much?
No,
We can
not
only
even a
hope
little bit.
so.
They look
Nope.
at it like, well, that's
But
place is
the
fucked up.
correct answer is no, because executives look at live service and go, money.
I like money. Do it. Do the crabs thing, man.
Yeah, do the Mr. Krabs thing.
Arr, we like money. Arr, fucked up.
Those are pretty good.
I didn't know we had Clancy Brown here.
That's close enough.
Who?
That's
That's
the
the
voice
guy
actor
who
for
spun-
Mr. Krabs.
Mr. Krabs.
Yeah. No, they're not going to.
Not even a little bit.
Tim says, give me a good reason to buy a PS5 Pro.
No.
Yeah, I can't think of one either.
If you would like a nominal
GTA
increase in
6.
power for your games, or GTA
Yeah.
6.
Just want the best console you can have, I guess. It's pretty simple. I think the whole idea is that, the people that bought one will trade in and buy another one.
Yeah.
You want to tell the bad
And-
bitches you got a PS5.
And again, Sony knows what the profit margins on this are because they already know what to expect from the PS4 Pro.
What was the pre the pre rumor mill was like a 40% better system, right?
Yeah.
Graphically
Oh, it's just like
improved,
40% better
40%.
ray tracing.
Oh yeah, I don't know.
40% price increase.
Right.
it's something like a nominal increase in power.
It'll be interesting to see what the performance is like if it's like the PS4 Pro was to the PS4, because that was a significant leap. It'll be interesting to see how far does the console go, because again, Xbox seemingly is planning to launch a new console. How long is PlayStation committed to the Pro? Are we 3 years away from a 6? 4 years? 2 years?
Good question.
That's a real good question.
Like, do they do a Pro and then a 6 next year? They don't do that, of course, right?
No.
That would be stupid.
So 2026 is the earliest for PlayStation 6.
That's way too soon.
It feels like if you're launching a Pro, but like, do they care?
Yeah. Who knows? They feel like Xbox is out the game, so we can do whatever. We got a
They kind of, yeah. They do whatever the fuck we want to
Charge
do.
whatever we want.
Yeah, I mean, they are the high-end
space.
console market. It's
Mhm.
them right now. So
We'll see.
Also, the Pro is rumored to have DLSS on it. So
No, it has
no, it's
PSSR.
PSSR. Those are not.
PSSR.
It's not going to
you
be
get
DLSS.
what I'm saying. I know it's not
USR?
gonna be
Yeah,
DLSS.
we
It
do
ain't
get what
gonna
you're
be close.
saying, but you can't say DLSS.
Yeah, don't sully DLSS with that. Don't do that.
because DLSS is like really great,
I know.
and this
UPS
won't be.
sucks.
Yeah,
PSS is not going to be on par.
yeah. This is going to be their own version of FSR, which it may, and hopefully it's better than FSR. Like that's great,
That'd be
And FSR can help do a lot of things on like handhelds and stuff, but do not get it misconstrued. It is not DLSS.
No,
I
don't
know,
that.
but you knew what I was going for.
I don't
Just
know
say
what the
upscale,
UPS
Which is why we had to correct it.
Yeah, just say upscaling.
It's
Yeah.
got
No,
upscaling.
Delvin
Jeff
didn't
Grub-
have a clue
Jeff
what
calls
I was
it the
talking
pisser.
about, but
Not even all.
But you
Not even a
two
little
knew
bit.
what I was talking
UPS.
about.
And this is why he doesn't need to be on XP. We need to replace him.
Disney
Well, he
Plus,
liked this.
No,
Delvin-
Whatever you call it.
Jeff calls it the pisser.
I like it.
The
a good name.
PSSR. It's got the pisser technology.
I like it. It's a good name.
So,
Good man, that grub.
I like tech stuff. I like just generally seeing like what people come up with. I want to see the Mark Cerny video. can't wait to hear all about it. I'm not interested. I'm not going to get one, but I still like knowing about it. Like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
What are they doing? I do wonder, like, do they have some sort of like crazy ray tracing algorithm that like really blows like their performance away? You know, that would be really cool to see.
I'd be shocked because God, the performance hits with ray tracing. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I know. I wouldn't upgrade a console for ray tracing. Like even like, because I imagine the cell it's not going to be just ray tracing. I think what it's going to be is ray tracing and performance, right? Like I think we're going to be able to do 4K 60 with ray tracing, and like I wouldn't buy new hardware for that.
We can barely do 4K 60 with ray tracing,
like as it is
PCs. Like,
yeah. But just the ray tracing alone, like the idea that you're selling me something on ray tracing is something I would never buy.
Yeah,
you know, it's like, no, I don't.
It looks
care.
great in a still image, but when you're in a game and you're moving, like you don't really notice that stuff.
Path tracing is more impressive.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
and even more of a hit.
Yeah, I know. I love seeing those old retro games. They had path tracing too. That shit looks amazing. See Quake, you're like, holy, you know. Let's do more of that. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, if you're looking to buy, I mean, I think there's a loyal segment of customers out there that just want the best thing PlayStation has to offer. So
absolutely,
that's what this console is made for. Well, that's what the console is made for. You know, it's the
Delvin's getting it. It's all good.
The PlayStation 5%. Like the people are just going to get the best thing that they have. They bought PSVR, right? They've got portals.
Yeah.
You know?
I didn't buy PSVR, but I will absolutely look into getting a PS5 Pro. So.
Yeah, well, but we're talking about Delvin, the 5%, who's got the portal. He's got the PSVR, the PSVR 2, PS5. I think he has multiple PS5s, actually.
That is true.
So he's definitely having the Pro, you know? It is what it is.
Here's a question. When's the last time Delvin Jr. turned on his PS5?
A couple days ago.
Nice.
I only asked because I've seen him open Steam and start Resident Evil 4 8 times in the past 30 minutes.
Probably. I know he's cited for Astrobot, so he has it all hooked up and ready for that.
I turned mine on today. Everybody started talking about Infamous. I was like, I should take Infamous for a spin.
Yeah, I saw you playing
then,
Second Son.
Just made sure that Astro and everything was downloaded, ready to go.
I like it.
Update my controller, update the system, get everything ready.
Dirt says he likes the food bits in Star Wars Outlaws.
He's lying.
You're special. But he says pick a fictional universe to dine in. Bonus points for naming a dish. Don't be lame and pick something similar to American cuisine.
My answer is going to be Dragon Ball Z. I don't know if I can name a particular dish.
So you're just dining in Earth, or are you going to a different planet?
Every time I see anybody eat anything in Dragon Ball Z, it looks like the most tasty shit I've ever seen. I'm like, man, they don't really like this. You know?
Their food does look good.
I don't pick something that looks like American cuisine. Yeah, I can't do that, so I'm just saying Big Belly Burger. There you go.
The hell is that?
That is the equivalent of a burger joint in DC Comics.
In and out.
Sure. I don't know. It's just like all the characters talk about Big Belly Burger when they're like talking about food. So,
okay.
You see Goku putting down King Kai's food.
I mean,
all those sweets for Beerus and stuff. Yeah. They're eating like giant, like damn ham bone legs and stuff. And they just, I'm like, man, I'm hungry.
Beerus-sama. What about you, Delvin? Where are you going?
I'm looking up something real quick to make sure. I want to get the ingredients right.
Oh no, he's got all the ingredients. That's where we're going.
Yes.
I'm trying to think. I'm gonna eat something in some Star Wars universe in some back alley, outer rim planet. They've got some cuisine that's probably amazing.
All right, I got it. On a regular show, which is a cartoon from Cartoon Network, they had a burger that only comes out once every 100 years, and it's called the Ultimatum. And what this burger is
Wow.
a large cheeseburger cooked into a larger burger with 2 other deep fried burgers for buns, and the layers of cheese, Himalayan ketchup, and other buns are inside as well. And this show made this burger look amazing.
I'm sorry, Snurts. We failed you. Everybody picked American cuisine.
Or if you want to go that way, I'll say the Krabby Patty.
Nice. Ooh, can I get the Luther from Boondocks?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
It's a weird one. I don't really pay attention to what characters are eating unless it's like
I don't either.
dignified. Like if I'm reading a novel and like they're specifying what a character's eating, that's different than me watching something. I'm not really paying attention to what the character's eating.
Was that Donnie smoke detector going off? Like he lives in a black household that just doesn't turn off their smoke detector. It just goes off once.
Just let it run till the battery dies. Battery's gonna die.
Just randomly beeping. For like 10 minutes. You're like, what the fuck is that beeping?
What a wild.
That's a great question.
Yeah. Tyler wants to know, is this talk of the PS5 Pro being $899 for real? Ain't no way anyone should spend that much on a console. I'm not a PC gamer, but I would easily turn into one if consoles turn into those prices.
Tyler, I hate to break it to you. It's probably $1,000. PlayStation is 100% the company. They're like, well, Xbox ain't here no more. Yeah, our console's $1,000. We're high end. We're like Apple. You gotta put that shit on layaway to get it.
Absolutely, they'll do that. They absolutely will.
Why wouldn't they?
Shock me. Yeah.
Why would you be mad at them if they did?
Would I be mad at them? No. It'd just take me longer to buy the console.
They're selling the Ally for $800. They're selling Steam Deck for $800.
I'd be furious. I'd be angry. I'd fuss on this show every goddamn week,
and
I would buy
you're not
it.
buying one. Exactly, because you're buying it. See?
Because I'm weak.
I mean, I've said it before. It's not that I want prices to go up, but if you own PlayStation and you're making these $100 million games, you're looking at your console and you're like, wait, why do they get to sell theirs why can't we sell ours at $800? Like our shit's way better than theirs. You know, like, and I can't argue with that sort of logic. You know,
1,000%.
And if nobody's gonna compete with them, you know, to take their market away, I think generally as a consumer, like the Switch competes, but like it's not 1-to-1.
The 1K SSD. If anybody buys that, I'm going to hit them with a chair.
You gotta buy it for your Steam Deck.
Yeah,
gotta buy it. I feel like I gotta get it now.
The 8K, the 8 terabyte SSD.
Yeah, let's go. Let's throw all your stuff.
Go big or go home.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Why you playing?
Limousine riding, Rolex wearing, styling and profiling.
Fuck.
All right, here's a serious question, I guess. Stingray says, have you ever had a major moment in life where you knew it was something scary to do, but you did it anyways, and it improved your life instead? While you guys think about that, I'm going to go first. Moving to Bakersfield. Like, that was, like, oof. It was something that me and my wife were like, I don't know. Let me pray on it. Let's move out to this place where we don't know anybody. We only have one set of friends. It's a completely different place. But, you know, what we'd be paying in rent and everything, cost of living is so much lower. It could provide a much better lifestyle for our children. So it was terrifying. We did it, and our life is so much better for it. Because trying to live in LA and raise children is very difficult if you are not making hundreds of thousands of dollars. So moving to Bakersfield was terrifying. We did it, and now our quality of life, especially for our kids, is way better than anything we ever had as kids.
it's funny that you told me to think about it because I have one example and it's right behind me. Like I would not be alive if I hadn't come out. So
Yeah.
like,
There you go.
So
Mine's taking the job that I have. The job that I've had for the last 15 years or so, 16 years, I think now. When I took the job back in 2009, it wasn't anything remotely resembling what you guys know of my job today.
Mhm.
When I took the job, the agency was coming off of extreme employee turnover, lots of politics. The person whose job I took, the person whose job I replaced, pleaded with me not to take the job. He was like, dude, they're going to close the whole agency down in like a month. You're going to be out of a job. Like, it was bleak. We were on borrowed time for sure. You know, the city and the county were at odds. This agency had done anything for a lot of people for a long time. All the cities hated it. It was just dark. And when I say dark, like, I actually mean it like physically. Like, you'd come into the office and the lights were dingy and dim. The cubicles were vacant. Lots of files all over the places of the walls and stuff. Like, and the few people that were there were running out time. Like, it was not an optimistic job to take. Not to mention, at the time, I was leaving my job in the suburbs to come downtown to the city. You know, it was, a lot of people thought it was a really bad career move for good reasons. And I've said it before, I zigged and I zagged when everybody else was zigging. I went the opposite direction. I looked at it as an opportunity that I wouldn't have gotten where I was working. Where I was working before, I could have worked there my whole life, but I would have never gotten like a stage to show other people what I was capable of there. Nobody would have ever paid any attention. I always thought if I could get to the city where we do have those sorts of events that do get put on display for the rest of the country to see. It's like, if I can get somebody to look at what I can do, I can show them, that I'm capable. So, it was a big leap for me then. And it didn't come soon either. It took about 4 or 5 years of constantly worrying if next month was going to be the last month until we finally started to make some headroom and started to redo things and rebuild things. So
nice. I'm glad it all worked out for you. Bat Chief Donnie Reese.
You like my badge?
Yeah, I always find that hilarious that you're a battalion chief. Like,
I immediately started making like Training Day references. I was like, where's my chain? I started saying lines. I was like, oh, Jake, I'm surgical with this. Like, everybody was like, what have you done? Take it away from him.
Hilarious. Hilarious.
Delvin, what about you?
I have so many. Like, I guess I'll go with the easiest.
I know one. He watched a documentary that told him of a news event that occurred some 20 years ago.
that was hilarious. Yeah.
It was a scary thing for him to do, but
man.
he got through it and came out better for it on the other side.
Yeah, that was a shocking revelation.
You guys know that Steve McNair died? Apparently he was murdered. Murdered by who?
You don't say.
And then the documentary, like, oh yeah, the person who thought did it. Like,
You
bitch.
only get news to Delvin via Netflix documentary or viral tweet. Like, if it's some viral tweet.
or porn.
Is there news in porn?
Always is. Always some type of relevant information. But yeah, I guess I'll say this. Yeah, the work with my grandmother years ago when I made the decision to work with her and help her in her business when she needed me. That was a decision made like a while ago because I could have easily had a better job paying way more fucking money than I did working with my grandmother. But she needed me, and I made the decision to kind of sacrifice myself and my time to be at her side and help her run the business I ran with her until this year, honestly speaking, And in the long run, it paid off. Just being loyal to her helped me in an immense way. I got a really good job now. I'm set up in a really good position, and even with my grandmother's passing, she made sure that I was taken care of. So, yeah,
That's awesome.
it worked out.
That's
Very
excellent.
good.
Thanks, Grandma.
Yeah.
Speaking of documentaries, anybody watch the Chimp Crazy documentary on HBO?
I did not.
No.
Never even heard of it.
It's like the new Tiger King thing.
Oh.
You need to look at it. This bitch stole a monkey, like a gorilla.
Oh, I
This
still a gorilla.
bitch stole a
I mean,
monkey.
if you're gonna
I'm
steal a
telling
monkey,
you,
you
man.
better steal a gorilla.
Spoilers, but it's not the spoiler. It's worth seeing how we get to this point. It's not over yet. Like they're releasing more episodes. They're on the way too.
Oh boy! All right, I will see if this is on Crave when I go make some rice here when we're done.
It's on Max. If you like Tiger
Wow.
King, it's pretty good. I don't think it's not as good, but it's pretty good.
Canada doesn't have Max. They have
Canada
Crave.
doesn't have Max. We have Crave. This is why I was saying, like, it's the same
Yes.
service, just called differently here.
Yeah.
Just say Max. Just
I-
save everybody the trouble and just be like, I'll check Max. Like
Haley
like a
can't.
damn terrible alternate universe over there.
Haley's ADHD would not allow her to do that.
It,
She had.
it's the
she
tis-
Somebody
has to
send
tell you the
Doctor
exact
Strange
number.
back and put that timeline back together.
what?
Somebody needs to correct that timeline.
I agree.
Wow, you
Oh,
sound like
Canadian.
somebody else I know who said I need to be correct.
Yeah.
This was not a dig at Donnie. This is just relevant to something else.
Oh God.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, while you go try and find this lady who buys a gorilla, we're gonna all get the hell out of here. So
Get out
until
of here.
next time, please.
I'm not even ready.
play some video games. Get ready, motherfucker.
Not
It's
ready. I
time.
thought you were gonna do Crystal's question.
Nah.
Damn.
Next week. It's not.
Yeah, do
It's time
Christopher.
to go.
All right.
It's time
Deuces.
to go. Peace.